Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Aurogiri. And I gotta say, it has been a good while since I've said that line. So for those that are, still following the channel, I haven't really done anything Onigiri-wise since the quote-unquote new update, the part 2 of the YOG event, early May, July, about then. So there's still 5 subscribers on the channel. That's fantastic. That's awesome. But it has been a while. Hello, Anju. Hello. Hello. I see you in the Discord sometimes. How you doing? How you guys doing? One of the viewers left already. That's great. Call out the viewers that leave. Hey, Raylan. I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen a lot of people in a while. But, hello. 9 people. Oh boy, people are like, oh my god, the subscription button is working. Whoa. So hey everybody, how you guys doing? Hey Thizzy, how y'all? This is not Final Fantasy. Does it say this is Final Fantasy? No, this is not Final Fantasy. No. This is Onigiri. Did I say I was gonna do Final Fantasy? Maybe. But for the past while, for like the past 2 months, I want to say, I have not been playing Onigiri as intensively as I did for the past 3 years. You got stuck on the new part of the story, but recently started again. Oh, that's cool. You're on vacation. Oh, okay, cool. But, yeah, so what's going on here right now is, this is a little bit of a, I'm not going to say full-blown rant, but it's just some things that are on my mind about how to make Onigiri better. I was actually just talking with Eva maybe 20 minutes ago about this new Ogi and skill that came to PC. Oh, hey, Jericho, how you doing? Like, PC just got this new skill. Like, we saw Tifa showing off a video of this new bow skill that comes from the new Vanguard, I believe, the crossover Vanguard, don't know her name. And it's like this bow skill that's like the wet dream child of if you combined Restriction Sublime with the firing mechanic of Water Dragon with the range of Exorcist Arrow, and it just became this like 5 multi-shot bow laser beam of wind that has so much range and damage that they were able to take out Abyss very easily without much threat. The move had invincibility frames. The move was like, yeah, exactly. It was the wet dream of, like, it was just great. It was range. It was amazing. Yeah. Axe would love a wind skill. Friggin' Odachi, Spear, our mags are wind. There's wind knowledges. Like, it's a beautiful move. And the character uses a bow to use them. But this move is sort of like Log Rumble, and this move's like the same properties as Log Rumble and Lancelot's Soul Crusher. Oh, I don't remember what that one's called, but the Ogi that Lancelot came with. Anyway, there was normal versions of this move and an Ogi version of the move. And, well, I know we do have wind moves, but I'm saying it would complement our max. But, basically, it's like the moves that the Cloudbreaker... What's that game called? It's from where Luna Statia's from. Luna and Ivis come from Cosmic League and Cosmic Break. They come from that game. I don't know why I said Cloud, but they come from Cosmic League. And these moves are basically just universal skill cards. You can slap them onto any kind of weapon, doesn't matter what type. It goes from sword to staff. It goes on, and they use these bow moves, and the normal version of it is literally just one single fire shot, and with which I presume are just wind knowledge mags. I don't know what build they had, but I saw it crit for damage cap on Abyss. Like, a normal skill is putting like 90% of the Ogis in the game to shame. Like, this is the most power creep skill I've ever seen. And it's broken as all goddamn hell. And anyway, like, they had the what channel am I? I'm on channel 3. Hey, Micah. But basically, this move is like just friggin' godly, okay? And you can put it on any weapon. They had it on the Gale Wind Sword, so technically the strongest wind weapon in the game, especially at 130 with all the bonuses to wind, slice, and attack that it gives. The extra 3,000 attack, 60 wind, 60 slice. Don't know how much slice played into it, but still 60 wind's really good. Yeah, that's the channel there. TIAFA, Tifa, something like that. I just call them Tifa, but yeah, they have a pretty informative channel as well. So thanks for the shout out there. Hi, Hydro Blue. That's a lot of highs, but hello, hello, hello. So yeah, this move is amazing. It's like you just put it on any weapon you want. You use wind mags, and it was godly. It was amazing. Like, I looked at it and I was like, this is what we need. Like, it's not exactly what we need, but it's in the right direction of what the game needs. Like, it was new blood in the game. It was new. It was something new that wasn't a Vanguard. Now, I don't know how you get these cards. I don't know if it's from an exchange shop, if it comes with the Vanguard when you roll it. I don't know. I don't know the specifications of how to get it, but new blood in this game is what we definitely need. Like, new skills. Like, the game might say, oh, well, every class has, like, more than a dozen skills. It's like, yeah, but they're all restricted to like a different element, and like Ogis are the only things that ever get expanded upon, and even that hasn't been done in a year. Like, if we think about it, every class has 4 original Ogis. Like, you have, let's just take Spear for example. So Spear has Spirit Blast, Eternal Thunder, and Tidal Wave, right? So we have for a bow and wand. Yeah, we don't need sacrifice for a bow and for bow and wand and spear. We don't need that. But if we look at how the moves work, there's a bunch of different moves for every class, but they're all like, there's one fire move, there's one wind move, there's one mountain move. Like, there's one of every element. And it's kind of cool to have like a diverse move pool or have access to different elements. But at the end of the day, there's only one approach to that element, and it causes difficulties if that move is shit for what you're fighting. Like, you know, let's take Collapsing Blade, for example. So Collapsing Blade and Collapsing Arrow is on every weapon type bar wand and staff. Collapsing Blade is also the only dark move that some classes have access to, minus, you know, Day 10 Ryu and Abyssal Embrace being universal Ogis. If we just scrap the Ogis right now and we look just at basic skills, Collapsing Blade right there, that's the only dark move that there is for Spear. There is no Dark Water Dragon. As awesome as that would be, there is only Collapsing Blade. Collapsing Blade does amazing damage, but you'll probably damage cap anyway. And that's going to lead to the whole damage cap thing soon enough, because you know I hate that thing. But, you know, Collapsing Blade, it's really cool. If you get Knowledge Mags or Dark Mags or whatever, most bosses are weak to Dark. Anyway, like, Dark is the most oversaturated thing ever, which made Vanguard's OP, but like Miyamoto's Collapsing Blade, no durability, it's awesome. But, you know, staying on track, the move pool in Onigiri is very shallow. That's what me watching that video really opened my eyes to. The move pool is shallow. Like, some classes do have multiple moves per element, but some classes are very shallow. That's it. Like, so we'll go back to the Collapsing Blade example. So Spear's Collapsing Blade is a horizontal slice. It's horizontal chop, let's say. And it has a wide range. It can hit multiple things for the same dura as Sword would. And that's pretty cool. So you're able to hit multiple things with one Collapsing Blade. That's cool. That's an advantage Spear has. And then if you look at swords or Odachis, it's a downward slice, and it's able to hit things in the air, namely Kaguya in Palace of Rain. But it still has these durability restrictions, and Like, axe is the same way. Sword, axe, odachi, they all use class and blade the same way. Twin and spear use it horizontally. Twins is, like, completely on a whole nother level, because you hit, like, 5 times, and it's, like, the best collapsing blade. Arguably, bows is garbage, not just because it's multi-hit and they take a billion dura a shot. It's just because Cursed Arrow outclasses it. And yeah, wand just has Darkness Pillar and Shadow Ball. But yeah, excluding those two. So basically what I'm getting at is what I want to see them put into the game is add... It does take forever too, yeah. It's cool that it homes on to stuff and you can whatever, but most bow skills do that anyway. But what I want to see is multiple moves per element. Like, spear should have spear should get a move called, we're just going to make this up right now, we're going to call it Deadly Impale or something like that, and it's literally just one giant evil dark coated spear that you just stab through the enemy, and it literally kills someone. It's just like boom. Like, spear should just have like a big dark stabby thing with dark flowing energy all around it or something. I'm not here to like make examples for everything if I can or if I can't, but there should be different techniques, because bow, like, dark's a really good example, because bow having Cursed Arrow, like, Cursed Arrow is like, if we had a tier list for moves, Cursed Arrow is up there, because it's like, oh, it's dark, it can hit basically damage cap, and it costs little to no dura, and it became like the Palace of Rain meta. Like, Cursed Arrow just outranks like Collapsing Blade. Like, bow, people are like, bow has Collapsing Blade. I'm like, it does, but it's the wrong kind of broken. It's not broken good, it's just shit. It's just outclassed. It's like, why would you use a Charmander when you got a perfectly good Charmeleon right there? Or, you know, why would you, Pokemon term, like, why would you use Rhyperior when you could just use a good old Eviolite Rhydon and it's just as good, or even better, you know? So, like, it just doesn't make good sense. Can you play with me, Hydro? Right now I'm just doing a little talky rant video, so I'm not actually playing the game right now. At a future time, if I'm ever on and I'm streaming, then you can, you know, you can... Eevee is good, though. Eevee is really good. Eevee has Z moves and stuff. Eevee's broken. But, you know, getting back to the point, if ever I'm on and I'm streaming and if I'm doing something, Hydro, for sure. If you're at the area, sure. So, staying back on topic. So, you did your character's hair. Cool. I did my hair about a while ago. Made it orange. Yeah, even Dark Shadowed Strike. It's Shadowed Strike, right? Like, that's what it is. It's Shadowed Strike. Give me Shadowed Strike. Make the character stab and it shoots shadows out like a mini ranged projectile. Like, let's go in. Let's go. Do something like that. Like, that'd be great. Like a mini projectile, dark, stab, 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 and it just, like, it's piercing wedge. It's Shadowed Strike plus Wand's piercing wedge, but the piercing wedge is darkness. That's all it needs to be. Like, reuse as many assets and just change the color as much as you want. Just do that. Because honestly, that's what they do. They've taken the simple Water Dragon Pillar animation that they use to make Lance of Flames. That animation is used in so many other attacks I've noticed over the years. Like, when Ifrit does his Howl, all the little fire spikes that come out of the ground are just a horizontally positioned, enlarged Fire Dragon Spear. That's all it is. Like, if you take the time to look at animations, you start to notice, oh, this is this, this is this, this is this thing, this is this thing. They changed the color of that. That's what this is. Like, that's how Cyberstep runs. It saves on, you know, having to make new assets for the game. It's what they do for level creation. It's what they do for move creation. It's pretty much everywhere. There are some old weapons that just take half of, like, the dragon spear and change the color, and then you put it on a sword and you have the Zatsu. Like, some things are like that. Some weapons are just like, you take a piece of this, you put it with this. Like, that's how they operate. Like, if you take the time to like look at everything with a magnifying glass, like, you'll see stuff. But yeah, like, if they want to really make the game better, they need to diversify elemental skills. Like, if we made that Shadow Strike just like that Dark Piercing Wedge Shadow Stabbing thing, perfect. Got a little bit of range. It can hit Kagi in the air. Okay, we're done here. Good. But the only con to this is that it'll make skill changing harder. It's like, well, just add more skills to the card dungeon. But honestly, like, no one would care so much about getting Collapsing Blade on their weapon if there were more options. If there were other options that I could get. Like, you know, let us extract up to rank 6s. Do all that stuff. Like, it would. If the more skills they add, it would make skill changing harder. But it's whatever. Like, all the new skills aren't even on skill change anyway, because Cyberstep's like, oh, we can't really change that. Your spear can pierce through the earth and heavens. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. That's that, what's that a reference to? That's not Evangelion, it's the other one. I was gonna call it Go-Go Fighter, because I don't know what that anime is called. It's the guy with the glasses and the giant robot. Fuck. I can't remember what that anime is called, but I know what you're talking about. Pierce the heavens. Your drill shall pierce the heavens. Your spear. But yeah, they should add more skill cards to the skill card dungeons. Skill card dungeons are good. They are good, but they need to not have sacrifice in them all the goddamn... It's like an 80% drop rate for sacrifice in a skill card dungeon. Like, skill card dungeon, if you're paying energy for it, like, just put everything in it. Make it like a buffet. Just go in and get whatever you want. Make it exciting. You know? Do stuff like that. But basically what I'm saying is, like, I love Water Dragon more than most people, but I think there should be another version, another kind of water attack in the game. Gurren Lagann, that's it. Gurren Lagann. Thank you. Like, put DSB double. What is DSB? I don't know what that is. Yeah, Aqua Needle isn't in there either. They should just put everything in there. You know, if people want the rank 7s for it, get a skill card, whatever. Just keep trying. Like, the skill card dungeon should literally just be like a legendary Nankoropon for skill cards, and you just run the dungeon. That's what you get. Like, it should have everything in it within a certain skill range. Duststorm Blast. Yeah, they do have Duststorm Blast for Axe. Duststorm Blast exists on... Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm wrong. I could have swore Axe had Duststorm Blast. But anyway. But I think there should be 3 different moves per element. It doesn't? Okay. I guess I get Adachi mixed up then. Oh, they don't in the skill dungeon. Oh, okay. Alright, cool. Okay, I see what you mean. Okie doke. That's fine, Anju, it happens. But yeah, I think generally give every weapon's elements 3 different types. Like, if we just want to, like, just spitball it for a second. Do I feel like water or wind is better for Eldritch? I think for Eldritch, it depends who you are. Like, it depends what class you are. If I told you water is better in your sword, you're going to be like, well, fuck you, Oro, I don't have water. But it just depends what you can build for better. Like, Blue Fang Blade's really good against Eldritch because he moves a lot and it can hit him. If you're twin, I just Blue Fang Blade it so much. It's alright. I know what you mean. Wan's wind, yeah, like, Kamaitachi is way better than Wan's water. Yeah. But Wan's a really good example. Is new ideal for the weapon farm for Ice Tusk? What do you mean by is new ideal to weapon farm for Ice Tusk? What weapons are you farming for the Ice Tusk? Like, do you mean like are the weapons in new ideal for enhancing a rhyme? Like, is that the question here? Like, we're all like question mark, like what? To farm. Like, is it enough to level? Maybe, probably. I honestly don't know. I use artisan, or I use not artisan. I use cudgels. I'm gonna say they might be. They were enough for Miyamoto, but probably the best thing would just be get our if you're gonna use weapons to enhance like a weapon you actually plan on using. I wish we can't even use artisans. I meant the cudgels. That's it. But what I would say is just use the stuff from arcanes, because I use the stuff from arcanes to smelt up like completions and stuff. That stuff will work just fine. So I would just I'd get the arcane weapons and just feed them into it. Don't even identify them. Just farm them for a day and just feed them all into it. Remove the rift. Well, you know, in-game chat and stuff's a whole different issue, but I'm not going to focus too much on the social aspects of Onigiri. I'm just focusing on gameplay stuff. Hey Robert, this game looks like the updated version of Wizard 101. So okay, we're playing Onigiri 102. Wizards 102. But yeah, going back to the topic, I think normal skill wise, not counting Ogis and Sublimes and stuff, because I was talking about the Ogis a minute ago, or a while ago, but I think every well, yeah, that's the first two things. Lag and DC is just better server, absolutely. But focusing just on like what I'm talking about is things that would make the game better so that it would be more fun. Like the things that Cyberstep needs to do to make it better is obviously, you know, better server, so you know, like better, less DCs, less lag, given, absolutely. But what I'm really talking about is stuff that you can change to the game, improve the game to make it more exciting, give it more. I mean, the controls are pretty simple. It's only, I don't really know what's hard about it. The only thing that's hard is getting skills on your weapon or smelting or rolling, but like stuff that would make the game funner, stuff that would make someone who was not that interested in the game come back, make something to look forward to, things that are good, like things that make you hype. It's like, oh my god, we're getting a new skill and I'm gonna be able to get like this water bullet that I can shoot out of the top of my spear. Like, imagine, okay, here's an example of a move, how to walk around. Like, fuck, I don't know if I can do that. That's kind of hard, but I mean, I'll do it right now. You just move the left stick, you go left, you go right, you go up, you go down. It doesn't matter how sensitive you hold it. Roll by just flicking the stick. Pretend it's like a nipple or something. You just give it a flick, and look at that. You roll on the ground. Easy peasy. Eat sushi, hit square. Use the D-pad to navigate down here. Very, very easy. Very easy stuff. Change skills with L and R. Block with R3. Triangle to lock on. Circle to pick up stuff. X to jump. L1 to use skill. R1 to basic attack. Exactly. Take notes. But yeah, so like a good water skill, like if Spear got another water skill tomorrow and it was a ranged water skill, I can just imagine this. So the character makes a ball of water in front of them. So just imagine like this little water Rasengan forming in front of the character, and then you do the animation, Spear's animation for double-edged cut, and it's like a pool attack. Like it's like a little pool cue. So like you're playing pool, you makes a little water ball, and then the character jabs it with the spear, and it shoots the water ball forward like you're playing pool. Like, that'd be a cool ass move, right? And it could be anything. It could be water, it could be a fireball, it could be a rock for a mountain. Like, I think Spear's Mountain's really good though. But like, it couldn't be wind. Wind wouldn't make any sense. Like, water's physical. It could be ice. It could be an ice ball that slides on the ground. Like, make a giant snowball and you just pool cue it and it rolls into the enemy. Do that. That's amazing. It'd be so cool. Snow. It'd be awesome. Yeah, it shoots a water cannon. That's it. It just makes you just pull Q and it shoots one water cannon forward. It's a range thing. That'd be awesome. Maybe. But it could be like a slow charge move, but it does a lot of damage. Ice cube, anything, yeah. Like, it could be a lot of fun. Oh, okay. But yeah, like, there's so much stuff they could do. Like, stuff that I want Twin to be able to do is throw your damn swords at someone, and you do like throw the swords. Like, let's say it's like a wind move, and you throw the twins like they're a dagger, and they go hit the enemy, and then you just like teleport to the daggers, and you like pull them out, and like you like pull them out, and then you slash them like a double cross slash. Like I'm thinking like something like Cervantes, like from Soul Calibur. Like, you throw the swords, you grab, like, he has one move where he stabs the guy in the chest, and then he pulls out the swords. Like, it'd be so cool. But Twin, like, just throw the swords, they stab into the guy, they teleport. Well, yeah, but it could be like that. I mean, I've always thought of that. Like, it'd be good. But yeah, like, sort of like Noctis, what he does, the 4th Hokage, do something like that. Because, you know, they stole it from the 4th Hokage. So, you know, it'd be cool stuff like that. Like, cool little additions. Like, you know, there's really endless. Like, I would love to just sit here all day and just say, okay, what are 3 moves we can make for every element that would make them good? Like, right now, Spear has 2 fire moves. That's a great example. You have Revolving Blast, and you have Lance of Flames. If Spear had another fire move, honestly, if I were to do another, if I were to do 2 new moves right now, like, and this could be a move they could just clone, like, I don't care. Like, I don't think we have a problem with them making, there's Water Dragon and then there's Fire Dragon. Like, they're like the same thing, Lance of Flames. It's the same move, just a different element. Like, I'm fine with that. If they want to do that for some moves, do it. I don't care. I'd love to see a little edit of Revolving Blast where the character takes the spear above their head and they twirl it, and it just makes like a vortex of water around the character, or a vortex of fire. It wouldn't make sense to do fire because there's already Revolving Blast that uses it, but even if it was wind would be the perfect thing. Like, you just like you put your hands, like, they do the little spin thing with the Revolving Blast, and it makes this little tornado of wind around the character, and it's sort of like this little AoE all around you attack. So it's like this mid-ranged, like this close-range rotation of wind around the character, and it just hits around you. A very defensive attack. Like, and it can hit things in the air, like, that are above you. That'd be awesome. It'd be great. Who's Rancic? Oh. Maybe. Sure. It'd be like that, you know, you throw the weapon, you pull it out, do stuff like that. Like, but I'm just thinking of stuff that Spear could do, even using the same things that are already in the game to do a completely different effect. I think that snowball thing is good. Like, oh, the Power Rangers main, fuck, I don't even know that, but okay. Sure, sounded like Kimimaro, but it's alright. Like, that'd be a cool wind move for Spear, like Tornado, and it just, like, spin attack, tornado, whatever. I'm totally cool for like the pool attack snowball thing of ice. That'd be awesome. I think that'd be great. It just shoots like a big water cannon thing or a frost blow or anything like that. Frost blow would be crazy. Pew! That'd be awesome. Um, like Wand already has 3 wind moves. Like Wand has Kamaitachi, Tornado, and Spiral Wind. Like that's all we need is like 3 different variants for every element. Like Wand's pretty solid. Like Wand's pretty good at it. Like Wand would probably just need like give Wand Holy Pillar. Like just literally do it. And like give Wand like Holy Pillar. They already have Dark Pillar. Give them Holy Pillar. Give Staff Dark Pillar. Like there's so much stuff they could do. But like theory crafting aside, that's just one aspect of things I want in the game. We've been talking for half an hour now, and I thank you guys for watching and listening and supporting in the comments. But that's one aspect of the game. Like if they just made 2, like just round off every element so that it has 3 moves to use per weapon per element, the game would be 3 times as better because there'd now be 3 times as many moves. And it wouldn't just be these scenarios where it's like, oh, I need wind to fight Eldritch, but I'm Axe and I have shit wind that's not Blue Fang or laggy ass Tornado Drop or something like that. Like, you know, like what class like Bo's main thing is water, and Bo has Aqua Needle, which is really good, but Bo could probably work with 2 more moves that were water. Like, honestly, Bo should get a version of Meteor Rain Shot where you shoot like a cloud in the sky and then it just rains down rain and like Aqua Needles from the sky. But it's actually good, and like if you target, they come out of the sky and they just like hover down, they like home onto the thing below it. But like just a move like that, and it's not instantaneous either. Like it's a tactical move. Like think of like Nami from One Piece. Like she throws her clouds out, and then later, like especially in games, they come out later, and they just like it comes out after. Like it's a delayed thing. So you just set up clouds, and then when the cloud finds an enemy, it locks onto it, and it just shoots the Aqua Needles down, or even thunder, or anything like that. Because they already have the animation to do like Meteor Rain Shot, Tornado Shot. Like it's the same arcing parabolic attack. Like anything like that would be super cool. Like super duper awesome. Like it doesn't take much for me to sit down and just say, okay, how can we use this element to make a new attack for this weapon? And it's honestly not that bad. Like if Cyberstep's watching, please take notes. Make this stuff up. Put it in the game. Exactly. Rainbow. Yeah. And the best thing about it being like a delayed kind of attack is you could have, like, let's say just a Supreme just set up for 3 of them. You go boom, boom, boom. I set up 3 clouds. Then you switch to your other one and you're just like Aqua Needle, Aqua Needle, Aqua Needle. And then the rain's also shooting down. And you're playing with the cooldowns. You're playing with the weapon swaps. And you're just raining down constant DPS. And like that way you can like set up a trap, like a cloud trap, let's say. And then just go to your staff, heal your buddies while your clouds are still doing some DPS. Sort of like how Reign of Judgment already lingers for a long-ass amount of time on staff that lets you just keep recasting it. Like, there should be so many things. There should just be so much stuff. Like some weapon, like Sword only has Lightning Slash and Void Lightning Slash. Like, Void Lightning Slash is ass. Make Void Lightning Slash go to rank 7. Like, what's stopping people? Like, make Void Lightning Slash literally like a fencing attack where you just like stab and a thunderbolt comes out. Like I stabbed so hard my camera moved. Like just go like make it like literally like make Void Lightning Slash more powerful than your mom's vibrator. Just like go in, stab, it vibrates so much, a little thunder hurricane comes out, like, and it just fucks up whatever it hits. Like, do that. There's no reason any move in this game should be bad. With the amount of like pay-to-win scenario that this game is, no move should be bad. There should be no bad moves. Like, there shouldn't be anything broken, but there shouldn't be anything bad. And they calls you crazy? Nah. But literally, like, give it that intensity. Like, I want them to make like a trailer. It's like we've added so many new things to the game. Like I want them to do like a cinematic trailer that's at like E3 2019 and it showcases all these changes, and there's just like this one girl in the audience and she sees like Void Lightning slash Sublime just vibrate so hard that her own chair at the event shakes and she's just like salivating and she's just like, I need that right now. Like they need to just put that kind of effort into some moves that make people want it. Like that's how I felt when I saw Water Dragon. Not that I want an enema or anything like that. It's just like I saw Water Dragon and I'm like, I need that. I saw a move fuck up like 9 kappas in one attack and I'm like, I need that in my life. Okay? Like I saw it kill like a whole room of Perningolins, and I'm like, I need that. Like we need more moves that give the onlooker, the player, satisfaction and the desire. Like not just, oh, I want that, or is this like there's so many times people are like, is this move good? Like every move should be good. Like some moves should have different purposes and some moves should excel in certain areas, but like there should be no move that's just like, this move is a piece of shit. Like, I'm not going to use it. Like, every move should have an impact. Like, Tornado Drop should feel like a motherfucking tornado. Like, Tornado Drop, like, take a slice out of One Piece again. Like, when they go to the New World, Zoro's, I think it's Tatsumaki, his tornado attack. Originally it was just one tornado, it was one like attack and that was it, but then in the New World it got better. It became like Rang, or the Super Tatsumaki, I don't remember what it was called, like the Black Tatsumaki, whatever it was, and the tornado kept going. Like make Tornado Drop like you jump up, you slam down, there's like a friggin' crater because you slam down like lightning when the Tornado Drop hits, especially if you're an axe. And then this tornado comes out and it like starts flowing towards the enemy. Like it homes onto the target, sort of like regular tornado on wand. Like do that. Have it have an initial hitbox, initial damage, and then it follows the enemy and hits it like 5 more times. Give it like a little wind box suck up effect, something like that. Make it good. That's like a great ranged option. It's like a long cooldown, but it's really good. Make it like a super strong attack. Like, there's no reason Tornado Drop should just be like jump, come down, that's it. You know, and leaping lightning strike. I even forgot that was a move. Sword has that. You just jump up, thunder, you jump down. Like, it's garbage. Make me jump up to the sky, stab me down like Mjolnir striking the earth, and just thunderstruck the fuck out of the area. Like, that's all you need. Like, jump up, thunder, stab down. Beautiful. Beautiful attack. Like, hopefully, like, me just, you know, coming up with these little concepts here is exciting you guys a little bit. Like, if you imagine those moves, they'd be like, yeah, that'd be awesome. Like, there's so much that could be done. So much stuff. What? So, oh, you're talking about right here? I guess. Totally not my stream. I probably have a reverse compass. I could go get it. But yeah, like creativity aside for a little bit to go into another topic, but that's what I think they should do. If they want to really improve the game, like add new skills, make me feel excited again. Do it. Give us multiple skills per element. I don't care if Sword and Odachi get the same move. Not all the time, but like if one move overlaps, it's fine. It's a big sword. Like it was a meme for the first year of this game that like, oh yeah, sword mags work for Odachis because Odachis are just really big swords. Like, let there be overlap. That's fine. As long as it's new, it's new. Because no one plays all 8 classes. Like, no one's, unless they're that bored or unsatisfied with their own class. Like, you shouldn't feel like, you should feel some envy and some jealousy in another class because everyone has different strengths and stuff. But like, every class should have moves that make you respect it, make you proud of, yeah, I used it. It's like, yeah, I use Water Dragon. Fuck yeah, I use Rolling Thunder. Hell yeah. Like, you know, like Thundercrack, like, look at the differences between Thundercrack and Rolling Thunder. Like, Rolling Thunder is a very close range attack, but it packs a big punch. Thundercrack has a little bit of range to it, and it sparks a couple times. Like, they're different moves, both have different uses, but they're both Thunder. Yeah, it could do the exact same thing. That's like the super envy. Spear, yeah. You wanted a... What did you say you wanted? You wanted a... Please don't crash behind you. He wanted a reverse compass? Is that right? I think reverse compass is somewhere near the bottom. Hello, Cadet. How you doing? Cadet, you got the little Kirby picture on the PlayStation, right? That's you? I think I remember you. You had like the green Kirby, I think. Reverse compass. What is a reverse compass? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, I'm full of shits. Oh, cool, cool. I'm glad I remembered. Okay. Hello, Thanatos. How you doing? So yeah, first thing, add new moves to like everything. New moves, multiple moves per element, things like that. How many do you need, Zekin? I think I said hello to you earlier, but hello, Setsuna. I saw you were here, one of the first people here. I'm doing pretty good. You needs 2? Okay. I'm doing pretty good. Having myself a little rant session. Once I sell this item, I'm gonna go to like the next topic. So, but the same thing also applies to Oogis as well. Like, new Oogis are like the best things. Do I know anyone who has the Skyrending Tempest recipe? No, I don't. I don't know anyone with the recipe. I have it turned in, but no, I don't know anyone with just the recipe. Okay, so, but I started mentioning this earlier. Like, if we look at how many different Oogis there are, yeah, there's a lot of fuse in there. But if we look at how many Oogis there are, if we just start with Spear, right? Like, you have Spirit Blast, Eternal Thunder, Tidal Wave, and then Earth Upending Spear, and Verdant Storm. So the first 4 are all unique moves. And then Oogie 5 was a universal Oogies for every character, pretty much. So, like, Sword, Twin, and Spear got Verdant Storm. Axe, Odachi, and Staff got Blistering Ice Wave. And... was it just Verdant Storm and Ice Wave? I think that's it. And Wand and Bow got Weight of the Earth. That's what it was. So, like, those are kind of universal skills. They're kind of diverse, but they're still pretty universal. And then Ogi 6 was just the Gekis, which was taking a move that already existed and just making it better. So that skill card was, you know, a certain thing Geki, like Spirit Blast Geki, Restriction Geki, X Geki, and so on. And then What other skill cards are there? But they stopped getting original after that point. Like, only the first 4 skill cards were original. Like, I'm just going to go to the skill card section and look at the Ogis. The Oogis, the Ogis, whatever you want to call them. So let's look at the Ogi skill card stats real quick. Yeah, Twin Head Verdant, yeah. So there's like Oogie 1, 2, 3, 4, and those are all unique moves. And then you have 5, which was Weight of the Earth, Blistering, and Verdant. Those 3 moves, which are all really good moves. And then you get the Gekis, which is just another move that already existed, and they make it Geki, or Extreme if you're Axe. Or Mega if you're Wand. Does one of the Gekis have an accent in it? No, okay, I just read it wrong. I'm about to say. And then 7 is the Universal Mega Embers. Mega Embers. Mega Embers. Oogie 10 is an upgraded version of the Satan Oogis. Then 11 was the Dragon Arc Oogis. 11, 12, 13. And 14 are all Dragon Arc Oogis. They're all universal. Then you have Oogis 15, 16, 17, and 18. And that's your Thunder Lance, Fire Lance, Ice Lance, and Reaper Death Scythe. That's those 4 moves there. And they're all universal as well. They're all cool to have, and it's cool that they're universal. But, you know, that's a cool new move they added. But it's from another ability or another weapon anyway. It wasn't even a new move. It's just a weapon, a skill, an Ogi from another weapon that already existed. That's pretty cool. And then Ogi 20, Divine Flash. This was like their last ditch attempt at adding new skills to the game. Was like Divine Flash, Abyssal Embrace, El Grace, and I thought there was another one. Visal Hall. So it was, these are the last 4 moves they added to the game, which were Visal Hall, Divine Flash, Abyssal, and El Grace. And they're all moves taken from a different boss. Like Visal Hall is Odin's attack, and honestly it was really cool to have it, because it was a move that did not already exist in the game in some way. The only way to get it was from this Ogi, so it was a really cool attack. Visal Hall was a welcomed addition. Divine Flash was Nyarlathotep's move, but it's a damn shame that it's a piece of shit. Like, it doesn't, you can't hit anything with it, and even if you do, Holy and Dark clash in every essence of this game, so there's no weapon that can really use it effectively without it being neutral or something. Then you had Abyssal Embrace, which was good, the move from Abyss, but technically it's also not the move from Abyss. Abyss uses this move, but you know, that's another debate. And then you have El Grace, which is Lucifer's attack with the cross, but it's also shit. Like, at the end they started making new moves, but then they stopped. And then they started making them tied to Vanguards with, like, Log Rumble, Soul Edge with Lancelot, and then the ones with Cosmic Break, and then this new one with this crossover Vanguard, and so on. But basically, after Ogi 4, 5, and 6, there stops being this unique attribute to each class. Like, things stop being unique. Because you have these individual Ogis, they're all different for the most part. Some things are shared, like Spirit Blast and things like that. And honestly, I really like that they made Spirit Blast its own move, because, like, it's Spirit Blast, but it's a Spears version of it. Shit like that is good. Adapting it to a different situation is amazing. Just saying what if once makes the game so much better. Like, they might have said, what if we had rock shattering spear, like rock shattering attack for axe for spear, and it's like, well, that's what we can with earth upending spear. Like, I don't know the thought process behind it, but like, all these new moves came and they were awesome. Like, but then they just stopped being new after Ogi, like, well, they didn't stop being new, but they stopped being unique after this point. Like, then it's like, this move is the Gargoyle move. This move is Satan's move. This move is the Dragon Arc's move. This move is another boss's move, another boss's move, another boss's move, and another boss's move. Okay, that's cool. It's fun to use boss's moves. That's great. That's Mega Man in a nutshell. But they need to put more. Like, when you get to like the point of the game that I'm at, that a lot of my friends are at, that's like the point where all you care about is vanguards. Like Ogies don't, like the basic Ogies don't mean shit. Like the only ones that matter are the ones from like premium and like special Neon Coropons. Like if I get an Ogie 2, it's like it's whatever. I do have cudgels, but you can't trade cudgels. But basically like add more Ogie card sets to the game that are actually unique for classes. Like, if they added 5 more Ogie skill card sets and added more variety to the game, like, that'd be awesome. And Ogies should feel like Ogies again. Like, I remember when I first started the game and I found out, oh, these are Ogie skills. These are things you have to pay for. These are OP stuff that will make you a god. Like, these are god tier skills. Like, this is that stuff that makes people put money into the game. But if you look at the Ogies now, Ogies are not OP. Ogies get outclassed by basic skills. Like, Eternal Thunder. Rolling Thunder makes Eternal Thunder its bitch. Like, straight up. Like, Blaze Sanction makes the original Aerial Blitz look like garbage. Aqua Needle makes Aqua Cannon, Water Cannon look like shit. Like, there are just some moves that, as damage increased over time, some regular moves outpace the Ogies. Eva, you're rolling around. Like, there's just something's just it's like a bad power creep. It's like that for bow only. Mostly bow. Bow is known for its bad Ogies. We'll say that for sure. But like, Eternal Thunder is garbage. Yeah. Like, here's the basic thing. All these universal Ogies that came out, 80% of them have power crept and made another skill of the same element obsolete. Like, when Lances came, Lances were the meta because Lances were just good and they were on everything and they brought invincibility to the game and they brought damage cap to the game and they came in 3 different elements, and Lances were like going from the Bronze Age to the Gold Age, or like, you know what I mean? Like the Bronze Age to the Iron Age. Like, it was like giving a caveman a gun. It's like, holy fuck, what is this? And then he beats someone up with it because he thinks it's a club. It's like, oh, metal, good. But, you know, that's the stagnating point. That's the universal stuff. What's the point of having different classes if they all get the same mags, if they all get the same stuff, if they all get the same tools? Like, it gets stale. The game gets boring. Like, you know, that's like a main thing, is like, keep pumping variety into the game. Do it. But now some of you might be thinking, well, they do add new stuff, or what are you talking about? There is a lot of variety, but all the variety is on the vanguards. The reason we do not get new moves is because we get new vanguards instead. A vanguard, most vanguards are going to come with around 8 to a dozen new techniques that were never seen before and were just made for that character specifically. Miyamoto, this wasn't really the case. She borrowed a lot of skills from other classes like Sword, but their unique skills are always better than our skills. Like, 9 out of 10 times, what a Vanguard comes with is, like, amazing. Like, that feeling I was talking about earlier of, like, wow, you see a skill and you're, like, captivated by it. That's what we see from Vanguards now. We don't get that on new skills. We get new Vanguards. You want a cool Ice Spirit Bomb Dragon? You play as Kenshin. You want a big sword slash that covers the whole ground? You play as Miyamoto. You want giant rock hands that beat the shit out of people? You play Momotaro. But those characters, those Vanguards, are not accessible to everyone. You roll for it, you gamble for it, and half the time you don't even know if they're going to be good. Like, at the time, Azura was alright, but he's not as good as someone else for fire. Like Oda, Sasuke, they all love stuff. And that's another thing, they stopped giving new outfits. Sometimes they just give recolorings of old outfits. Like, the amount of reskin outfits we've had for a while is stagnant too. Just basic up things. But that's what it is. It's this Nyankoropon focus. I remember back in the day, back in Edo, before we had new skills at all, but we knew that PC had them, that's what we were most hyped about. Back then, when I used to play with, like, me and King Cannon and Cluster and Lyra, back in those days, the things we were looking most forward to were new skill cards. We didn't get those new skill cards until Lucifer came out. And that was like in the summer of like that year, I think. Like, it was a long time. But when they brought Revolving Blast, Misty Massacre, like Tornado Shot, like Amaya's Punishment, when all these new skills came, Bright Homing, all these new moves, like Stone Spire Barrier, when all these moves came, that was so hype. It was an actual update. It was like, oh my god, there's new toys. Like, take 1 second to think about how, like, shooting games work. Like, shooters. Like, in shooters, people die to guns. It happens. That's the basic bare bones. That's it. But what's exciting is how you do it. So in games like that, they always add new guns, new weapons, new this, new that. The end goal is still the same, but it's how you do it that matters. Yeah, new toys. Like, that's what gets people excited. Like, if all that made if all it took to keep people entertained and enjoyed was just killing a monster or just killing, you wouldn't need stuff. Like, you wouldn't need new weapons. Like, if day one of, let's say, a shooting game, you have a basic ass gun, and if day one you feel like a shit ton of satisfaction from killing someone with a magnum, and then a year later you still have the same satisfaction for that thing, like, then either they've made the best thing in the world and it has so much, like, it's perfect, or, like, you just don't care, like, how it happens. Like, it's all about how things are done. Like, you know, if just because I like to drown things and drill through them with Water Dragon all the time, after a while, Water Dragon starts to lose its luster. It becomes a part of me. It's like, you know, it loses its luster. It's no longer a special thing. It's you know, we need that variety. We need that, like, thing. Like, I do love Water Dragon, yes, but do I feel the same satisfaction if I have to kill every single monster in the dungeon with it? Not really. But if I huddle them all together and I kill them all and I hear like 20 sound effects going off at once, then yeah, my pants might get a little tight because it's Water Dragons. It's beautiful. But I'm just saying, like, sometimes you need, like, more spice, you know? Like, you need variety. We need more ways to kill stuff. Like, that's what's good. You need new things that make things easier, that make things better, things that change the matchup. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not... But the main thing I'm saying is, it's not the fact that you're just killing something. It's how you do it. and more skills, new options, new approach. It's like when a new character comes out in a fighting game, it's like, oh boy, it's a new way to play. Let's go. Like, go in. It's a new experience. Like, they definitely need to add new skills, new Ogis, but make the game less of a Vanguard focus, because lately the game has been all about Vanguards. If you want anything new at all, any new experience, it comes from a Vanguard. Because they don't add enough dungeons anyway. They haven't added like a new monster for like a year. Like the last new thing they added was like in JP's Christmas event where you had Lolly Miyamoto, they fought a new wolf boss. Like that was the last new thing in like 6 months. Like we have not had a new warding in forever. Like literally for me, like put 20 more wardings into the game, and like put 20 new wardings into the game and just let me fight them every day and get new stuff, and like just put new weapons in. And it's not just new weapons either, because after a while new weapons don't really matter that much, because they're all going to use the same skills. And new weapons only really matter if there's a power creep you need to get past. Achievements are achievements are, they're very repetitious. Yes, you're damn right. Like, one of the things me and Lyra talked about was like what the game needs is another wall. Like literally we need a wall. Like what I mean by walls are things that are so fucking hard that you need to go grind your ass off and do a new build or change or improve or train so you can overcome that wall. Like it's literally Dragon Ball Z. Like you have like, oh fuck, it's Cell. We need to go train in the hyperbolic time chamber for 2 years. We're gonna come back in a week and we're gonna beat your ass. Like we need threats that come and they're so strong that we need to change our approach and fight them. The wall is just energy, but the walls aren't even walls anymore. Like the last big wall we had was like Eldritch Beast. Eldritch Beast was a motherfucker until Lancelot came out and everyone just raffle stomps him. But when Eldritch Beast first came out, me and the boys said, okay, we're going to go farm fusion bears. We're going to go build new weapons. We're going to go off-brand and build a weapon with better water or wind for you guys that don't have it. And we're going to go beat the shit out of them. And we did it. Like, that was a community goal. This is an MMO. There should be team grinding. There should be motivation. There should be a new threat that makes us go, oh, fuck. There's Lucifer. We're all going to go get Dayton Ruse to fight him. That was the golden age of this game. There's Satan. Oh god, people are bad. I'm making Aurogiri to fight him. Like, if you go back to the earlier videos of me doing Onigiri, it's me fighting Satan all day. I fought Satan 1,000 times, 200 times. I never got my recipe. That was the funnest shit for me. When everyone came together and was just beating the fuck out of Satan, that was the apex of this game. That was the best. The best. The best. When there's this big motherfucker and you need a team to fight him. Like, I'm not going to toot my own horn here, but the last big thing to come out was Oni Tiamat, not counting Yogg, but we're going to say Oni Tiamat. And I mean, Yogg was a big wall back then. He was good. But in terms of Oni Tiamat, like when Oni Tiamat came out, he still doesn't work, by the way. He'll build the wall exactly. But I always liked, someone had like a little like a easy button and they'd push it and it would just have Trump say wall, wall, wall. And it's just like, no. It's so funny when they meme him, but it's just like wall. But like Tengu was a wall back then. Yeah, that's a big thing for Yogg. But like Satan was a wall, Lucifer was a wall, Eldritch was a wall. Oni Tiamat, by the time me and my friends, me and What Do did Oni Tiamat, we did it the first try. It was not a wall. Like, fucking Oni Palace was a wall. Holy fuck. We didn't even try to do Oni Palace. Like, Oni Palace. The thing, and it's not just, you can't just make a wall that has no treasure behind it. Like, I'm saying a wall, but imagine it like a castle, right? There's a castle. We want to infiltrate it. We want to beat it. Why do we want to beat it? Because there's treasure inside. Yay! Why do we want to do Oni Palace? We get fucking seals and recipes and medals out the ass. Like, there was a reason to do it. There needs to be a wall, and there needs to be treasure behind that wall. So here's another wall. Who wants to go right now do some Oni Gakuho? Let's go do it and get our ass fucking beat so we can get 10 medals. Woohoo, let's go, guys. Like, no one's gonna go do that. That's probably the hardest fucking thing in the game. Like, hands down. But there's no fucking point. Like, it takes energy too. Like, you don't want to do that. Like, fuck. Oh, I feel like you're gonna say something. Exactly. You're gonna get the DC before you get the medals. I'm not gonna go break into a castle so I can DC. But you see what I mean? Like, there has to be like a treasure, a boss guarding the treasure, and the boss fight has to be good, engaging, and fair enough that you can do it, get a hang of it, and go work towards getting that treasure. Like, that's the best thing. Like, I'll tell you right now, if we would have fought Satan once back in the day, like, the Satan drop rates right now are fucking easy. You get across in like 5 runs, you're gonna get 4 different cross recipes, like, guaranteed, like on hell. But if back then when we first fought Satan, if we would have got our recipes right off the bat, we probably all would have quit at Edo. because Edo had like a 3-month delay before the next update, and it was our first update. Like, we were at Satan for months. Like, all summer we were at Satan. Like, from April, I want to say May, from like April to June, July, we were in Edo. Like, it was a long ass time. And 6 months in Echigo too. I have not tried tweeting suggestions. I don't know how strongly they take to tweeting. I do know that every time a new update comes out, I tweet on their posts and I say, hey, is Oni Tiamat fixed? Hey, is this fixed? Hey, but I see nothing. Nothing happens. So, they never reply to me. They don't. They don't. If anything, they take suggestions on Facebook, but that's about it, and I'm not about to do that. Like, just sit there and Facebook message someone, so. The only time they ever saw my stream was when I said, hey, there was a lot of shit was wrong, and, like, Abyss didn't work, and Kentucky didn't work, and all this shit didn't work. And I said it all in a stream, and I told them, hey, everyone tell them and send them this video. And we did enough of a push, and they did fix stuff. But there's a difference between saying, hey, this shit's broken, fix it, versus, hey, this shit's boring, put more shit in it. You know? Like, my ice cream still tastes good, but I want you to put some sprinkles on it, you know? But there's a difference between that and my ice cream is fucking milk in a cone. I need help. Like, this is not ice cream. This is a cone. Or I have just a handful of ice cream and there's no cone. Like, something's wrong here. I'm doing it, but I'm not getting what I need. Yeah, it's fun. It is fun. It's fun to bitch. It's fine. Like, here's some wisdom. It's fun to bitch, but it's not fun to be a bitch. Pro tip to life. It's fun to rant. It's fun to complain, but it ain't fun to be a bitch. That's true. And then there's gonna be one bitch says it is fun to be a bitch, because then you're a bitch. But that's a whole different debate. Bring back pro tips. Yes, we need more pro tips. Um, so yeah. Um, I doubt it. I doubt it because people still buy stuff. But that's the thing. Like we went on a bit of a lot of a tangent. We did a lot of stuff that was a lot of fun. But the biggest thing is right now is it's the Vanguard focus. The Vanguard focus that kills the game. Honestly. Like the more Vanguards they have, the more shitty units they make. Not units, but like Vanguard units they make. Like I'm gonna tell you guys, I stopped rolling as much as I used to when what's their name? I stopped rolling when Kenshin and her buddy, I can't remember his name, but when Kenshin came out, I stopped rolling then because that unit had Sasuke in it, who I already had 10 scrolls of. It had Himiko in it, who I had no interest in. It had Kenshin in it, and it had Shingen in it. The only two ones that were valuable to me were Kenshin and Shingen, which is like right there, it's a 25% chance to get either of them. Even if you get a platinum, it's still a 25% chance, right? And then on top of that, it had two other Vanguards, which were one either not good or I already had. So basically, how that looks to a consumer, aka us, is that there is a 50-50 chance that even if I get a platinum, and God knows what that percentage is, even if I get a platinum, it's still a 50-50 chance that it's one that I need or one that I don't need. And then if I'm trying to get that last Kenshin scroll and I'll get her Shingens, it's still 75-25. It's not good odds. Like, there's nothing wrong with there being randomization in stuff. But when it's too... When it feels like winning the lottery every time, it's bad. But yeah, that's a great point, Eva. Like, when we get a new update, we try to do the dungeon, they say, oh, you can't really do the dungeon without this certain Vanguard, then you can't do it. Like, that's basically Yogg. Like, if I didn't have Kieran, if you don't have a Vanguard, how the fuck are you doing Yogg? Like, plain and simple. I'm not asking for an answer. I'm asking for, you have 25 minutes to go in there and use 10 soul legs. Let's go. Chop, chop. But, you know, unless you're using Celios, but that's a whole different debate. But yeah, lately, like, some dungeons, like, oh, the Lancelot update, if you didn't have Lancelot, you're fucking, oh, fuck. They nerfed my character in here. Like, they knew that we knew that if you invested in Miyamoto, you'd be good for the rest of your life. So what did they do? They put in type update. That didn't stop people from using heart? Oh, no, it didn't. So we're going to make it so that, oh, you need wind to beat Raijin? Well, we're going to make it so Miyamoto only does 2.9 mil with her Sepulcher on Raijin. Like, fuck the fuck off. Like, if I paid too goddamn much for my Miyamoto, I put down probably $1,000 for Miyamoto. Guaranteed. Guaranteed I put down $1,000 for 150 Miyamoto. I got the first Miyamoto in about $200. Something like that. The first 5 scroll. And the last 5 scrolls, when it had just Azura in it, was about... I rolled about... probably $900 worth of OZ. Trying to get Miyamoto. Those last 5 scrolls, and I got 7 Azuras. And I wasn't alone, either. Like, that's a fucking ludicrous number. You ask me to do that now, I'll tell you to, like... find the biggest eggplant in the world and, like... go suck that through a straw or something. But, a crazy amount. And in the end, what did I do? I spent a whole month just leveling Miyamoto to 110. And then put the scrolls in. Like, I never farmed so hard in my life. Like, you suck an eggplant through a straw? Maybe. Yeah, the fortress is, but The thing about the Fortress, the new one, I've only done it 3 times because they didn't really add anything to the game. The problem with Fortress is that yes, it's doable. Yes, it might give you more drops than the other dungeons. Yes, you can use natto or the spicy natto with it, but ultimately it doesn't do your achievements. It doesn't do your achievements. And we had the event for 2 months, so probably everyone's already got their stuff anyway. But even in the Fortress, it doesn't do your achievements. Like, you're not getting the constant drop boosts. You're not getting... Like, you have to use so much energy. You'd have to go do the other event, which already took, like, half a day, and then you got to go do the other one. Like, fuck. Like, I don't even get my drop boost. I should be getting the 230% drop boost every day. I'd have, like, 60 of them. But for what? What am I going to farm that's going to take a drop boost? What is going to exist? What content do I have to venture and use drop boost for? Rose 129, look at him. How do you deal damage in general? Hey Shiko. So generally, you're going to just progress through the game, and you're going to find Magatamas that have skill force on them. And you need to choose a weapon type and then find Magatamas with the corresponding skill force for that weapon. So let's say you were a spear, you need to find mags that have spear skill force on them, put on some of them in your build, and use weapons like that, and your damage will go up by like 200%. You'll do tons of damage. But basically, you pick a weapon class, you find mags of that class, you put them all together, you smelt up your weapons, put the right skills on your weapons that match the elements on the weapon, and you're doing damage. You're doing good. Just EXP dungeon to your 105 and you're good to go. Do I think the drop boosts will be gone? I don't know if they're limited or not. I can look right here. It says they're LTD. It says they're limited, but I don't think they'll take them away because they haven't taken something away in years. Like, they have not taken something away from us in a long ass time. If they do it, it's a surprise. Like, it would come as a surprise. But yeah, like this whole Vanguard focus thing. Like, all the new experiences. I remember one day when the Halloween costumes came out. Good. Let them change the game. Good. But I remember when the Halloween outfits came out. I'll give you my thoughts on them in a minute. But I remember back when the Halloween outfits came out for Lancelot and Dart Miyamoto, and I was right excited that I got the Dart Miyamoto outfit. And it was me, Eva, and Narao. We were doing the arcane dungeons, and we were, trying out the new moves on Dark Miyamoto and Dark Lancelot, and we were destroying bosses. Like, that was really fun. I remember Narao was like, he's like, it feels like a whole new Vanguard just to get these moves. It's amazing. And people paid a lot for that. But imagine that same feeling for your weapons. If there were new skills, like, just so much stuff. I mean, he'll come back. If they fixed everything I talked about, he'd probably come back. If the game got better. That's why people quit. Everything I'm talking about right now is why people quit. But yeah, like, just putting some new moves or 150 on a Vanguard, new skills, makes them so much better. It makes them so much fun. Like, and this is the same thing I said with Ogies. I said, Ogies are an Ogie. They're your super move. They should be better than everything else in the game. The only thing Ogies should have to compete with are other Ogies. Like, that should be how it works. But, no, there are good Ogies and there are shit Ogies. And the same thing happens for Vanguards. There are good Vanguards. There are God tier Vanguards. There are quintessential Vanguards. And then there are piece of shit Vanguards that just suck up your money and leave. And all they do is sit in your inventory for 6 months or years because you don't use them. Like, for example, I was talking to Eva about this. Siegfried and Venus, the second vanguards to come out in the game. The second vanguards. It was Miyamoto, well, not second, but it was Miyamoto, then it was Sasuke, then it was Siegfried, Venus, Genai, Izuna. Like, right off the bat, people knew that Miyamoto was the best. Sasuke was like, oh my god, everyone's really excited for I forgot about Luna. I blanked that out of my mind. Luna was fucking ass. Luna was ass. Like your first crossover Vanguard, she's ass. Like, Sasuke was good, had good elemental coverage, was not OP, but decent. And nothing compared to Miyamoto for like 6 months or 2 years. Faklo, can I know my opinion about Zunko and Tristan? Are they good? So Zunko's the new crossover Vanguard. See you, Sun Saipa. Sorry if I'm not really answering your need stuff, chats and stuff. I'm just focusing on my rant. But I'll see you later, dude. Thanks for stopping by. My opinions on Zunko and Tristan. Tristan can be good. She has some support. She has some flight moves. She's not going to be as good as like other Vanguards, I'd say. But she's probably better than Lunastasia. I don't know much about Zunko. I know she has cool moves for the weapons, but I have not seen any Zunko gameplay. So I have no comment about Zunko, but Tristan has her uses, and her ass is fat. She has a nice booty. Yeah, Sublimes are rank 8, and Vanguards have rank 8s, and the rest are just bad. Yeah. See you, Zekin. Exactly. I wish we could just straight up buy her. Okay, so yeah. What? No. Wow. Cool. So, yeah, back to the whole Vanguard topic. So, all these new Vanguards come. They have new skills. Vanguards are the only new blood you can get in the game because they don't add new skills to the game. So, like, you get Kenshin. She's got these flashy moves. She's fast. She's like if Ichigo and, like, what's his name? Toshigaya? I can't remember his name. Hitsugaya? If like Ichigo and Hitsugaya just had sex and had a baby, you get Kenshin. And she's just like ice flash stepping queen goddess of death. Like, she's really cool. Yeah, that's what prompted this all, learning about the Zunda skills. Those things are crazy. So then well thanks a lot, Fakerlo. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Glad you caught me live. Haven't been doing a lot of videos lately, but this one was a good topic to talk about. But you have Kenshin, this love child of awesomeness. She's an amazing Vanguard. Then you have the other guy, like, he's cool. But basically, you have these new Vanguards with over-the-top skills. They're really good. The player wants to get them. They have that incentive. They're OP. They make hard things easy. They're great. They're awesome. But then you have to pay for it. You have to pay for it. All the time. All the time. And it's not guaranteed. And it's not $50. It's not $20. It's not $100. It's like $200 to $300 if you're lucky. And not only that, they come out in units that have 10 Vanguards in them, 4 Vanguards in them, 5 Vanguards in them. You have units with like, it's like, oh, we're gonna put do we really have to pay for the skills? Oh, you're asking about that. But like, Vanguards are hype, but you get to a point like where I'm not gonna roll the unit that is disadvantageous towards me. You don't have to pay for the skills? Cool. Like, if tomorrow a new super god tier Vanguard shows up. No, this already happened. Maida-Toshi, when Maida-Toshi came out, I looked at the unit and I saw Maida-Toshi, Ho-Oh, Kirin, Fujin, Raijin. There's a 20% chance that if I get a platinum, it's for that character. That character takes 9 Vanguard scrolls. That's retarded. That's a $1,000 investment, and you could still get fucked. And I already have 6 Kirin scrolls. If I get a Kirin, I'm fucked. And the same thing for Ho-Oh. And the same thing for, like, Fujin and Raijin. Like, there's so much clutter, so much risk, so much garbage in the way of getting the good Vanguard that I'm not going to roll it. It's not a sound investment. It's not good. We've gotten to that extreme where, like, we already know that if you get just 1 scroll of a Vanguard, it's not enough to do anything. And if you want a 5 scroll of a Vanguard, it's like your whole 2 weeks paycheck. Like, it's not sound. And if the only way you can get that new fresh blood experience is either they put a new big wall enemy in the game or they add a new Vanguard, then if there's no new enemies, then there's no new blood, and people leave. They get bored. They go play another game. It happens. Like, I am ranting, and I apologize. I'm getting a little heated. But that's this stagnant problem right now, is that they don't really add new content to the game apart from events, and our events aren't all new. And even if we get an event, like Eva said, when we get Yogg, if you don't have that new Vanguard, you don't have Celio Mags, you don't have 3 things that costed you 200 or 300 bucks like a year ago, if you don't have that, you can't do the new event. Like, it's pay to play. It's moving way more towards a gambling pay to play that punishes people for not having the right thing or throwing their whole wallet into the game and it gets shit out and you get like 8 Siegfrieds. Like, it's a bad thing. But enough ranting about the bad stuff. Let's talk about things. Like, I made this video about things to make the game better. Okay? Like, yeah, you pay, you get shit on. Exactly. It's not a good Pavlov experience, you know? With Pavlov rang the bell, the dog got a treat. Every time he rang the bell, the dog got a treat. But eventually, if he rings the bell and says, hey, give me money, I'll give you a treat, and then bam, the dog gives you money and you give him a pile of shit, he's going to look at you and be like, the fuck, bruh? Fuck your bell. Fuck this. I'm leaving. You know? Like, there needs to be a reward. I'm a big proponent of, if you put money into a game, they should treat you like a king. That's how I always view it, but it's a different market now. But if we talk about things to make the game better, just to detail some of them, like I said, new skills, new unique Ogis, you know, less of a Vanguard focus, make new skills that go towards the element. Like, what I think before you came here, Lays, I was talking about, I think I want every class to have 3 skills per element. Like, that's what I want. Like, I don't want just Water Dragon for Spear. I want another water move. I don't want just Wind Thrust. I want him to do Revolving Blast and make a tornado around his body. Like, things like that. I want new skills per weapons. Like, new Ogis. Not just Vanguard stuff. New Vanguards are cool, but you can't make them essential to event. Like, you can't just do then they're doing that right now, like the whole Raijin thing. Like, oh, you have Miyamoto? You can't bring Miyamoto into Yogg or Raijin. They're only going to do, like, 30% of their damage. And it's like, I paid $500 for this goddamn thing. You're going to let me fucking use it. Like, fuck you. Like, literally. That's what it feels like. You know? Some of us have a fuck ton of Vanguards. But if you're that one person who just has one Vanguard, and you can't use that Vanguard because of an artificial reason that they put into the game, an artificial modifier that disincentivizes using that specific character in here, it's not just a bad element matchup or a bad type update matchup, and it's another artificial, like, disincentive on top of that, that's fucking gross. That's gross. That's disrespectful. That's garbage. Like, when we found out that there were hidden modifiers that nerf certain characters' damage in dungeons, like, fuck right off. Get out of here. Get out of here with that shit. Like, that's such a big slap in the face. So get rid of that stuff. But stuff to make the game better. Like, I've always thought that I think whenever a new Vanguard comes into the game and has some impact on the story, if you complete that story, you should get one scroll of that Vanguard. Because like I said earlier, one Vanguard scroll doesn't mean diddly squat. It means you can do whatever. You have a minute. I think you just get a minute, right? You have a minute to use this Vanguard, and it's going to take you 5 minutes to charge them up. Like, give everyone every Vanguard as long as they do the story stuff while the event's happening or whatever. Like, if you did Dagger's Peak back in the day, if you did all the Dagger's Peak shit, you get a Miyamoto scroll. There you go. You have one. You get to try them out. You like that character? Great. Go roll for 4 more. Like, give people a reason. Like, that to me is how the game should be. Like, if you go and Valkyrie comes out and you beat Abyss, then Yoshitsune gets the ability to turn to Valkyrie. Awesome. When it's Lucifer, you choose either Venus or Siegfried. Whoever you choose, that's who you get. Like, the game should be like that. You should get one scroll free, and if you want to get the rest, you gotta pay. I think the game should be fully like that, because when it's the whole Maida Toshi thing, and you need Maida or Kirin or Ho-Oh to do the event, and you don't have any of them, well, fuck. They should give you one. And even if they gave you one Maida, well, you still need to roll for 8 more. You can't even use Inuichi yet. Like, goddamn. Goddamn. Like, it's so simple, but it's so dumb. I think they should make a new mount, and everyone should get one scroll of that mount. Like, unless they want to give everyone one scroll of every mount, that'd be cool. I'd be down for that. But, like, I think they should make a free-to-play mount, like a Genai mount. Like, I don't care what mount it is. Make it a garbage mount. I don't care. Just give everyone a mount. Because there's people that, like, get a mount, and they're like, Oro, how do I mount? I'm like, what's a mount? Like, some people go through this whole game and never touch a mount. Like, ever. There should be free-to-play mount. You should be able to go, like, hunt down a Kijimuna, tie it up, and train it. Like, your pet should be able to turn into a mount. Like, you should be able to get on your Kijimuna and use it like a little bouncy ball from the gym and just bounce on it and fight stuff. Like, do it. Do it up. Like, let me go ride some Kijimunas. Like, I don't care. Let me go catch something in the wild and make it a mount. Like, let me ride on a giant Mukade. Like, let me ride on a bird from Wara Bazooka. Like, do it. Do it up. Like, there's no reason that everything has to be like pay. Do you want the good shit? Like, this bird mount, it's not going to be good. It has like 1,000 stamina. You get to fly it around or ride around on it. It's cool. It's a mount. It can kill gold Darumas. Great. You want a good mount? You get the wind god. You get the fire god. You get the ice god. And you ride those mounts into battle. It's a different story. But there should be like this accessibility to all players. Because the big flaw of Onigiri is its accessibility to everyone else. If you don't put money in, you can't do shit. And it's getting old. It's getting dull. Just catching my breath. Another thing I thought of is when you do roll, you do get a lot of extra Vanguard scrolls. It happens. Like, I'm sitting on 2 extra Sasuke's, 2 Ifrits, 1 Venus, 5 Miyamotos, a bunch of Manajakus, 1 extra Kirin, 7 extra Azuras, things like that. I should be able to go to the Yozuru exchange and take one of these Vanguard scrolls that are paid, not like a Manajaku and stuff. I should be able to exchange my Kirin scroll for 50 Yozuru tickets, or whatever half of the Yozurus to get something would be. Like, I was thinking of this earlier, and I think this would be the best mechanic. I should be able to go to the Yozuru Cat, go to the exchange, and how much does it cost to buy a scroll? It costs 170? Okay. I should be able to take my extra Kirin scroll and exchange it for half of 170. So, like, that many Yozuru tickets. So, like, I should be able to do that. And I can't divide 170 by 2 right now, and it's bugging me a lot. What is that number? Is that 85? Yeah, 85 Yozuru tickets. I should be able to trade in any excess scroll I get for half of what one of these scrolls cost. That way, if I get 2 scrolls I don't really need, bam, instant 170 tickets, and I can trade it in to get my last Dark Miyamoto scroll, or my last Himiko scroll, or my last Raijin scroll, or whatever. Like, it should be like that. You shouldn't just trade in a Vanguard for 30 points, because that says a Vanguard is just as good as an Ogi. And if you're saying that, you can go fuck yourself. like honestly, that's bullshit. They should do that. They need to refine how things are traded in. They definitely do. You know, and these bloodsucker bullshit here, it's like the same thing for this. Like, oh, you can, like, look at this. You can trade in your Dark Musashi outfit bloodsucker for 5 Yozuru tickets. 5. You know this thing trades in for like 700 trade-in points? Like, no one in their fucking goddamn mind would do that for a Yozuru ticket. If it was 50 Yozuru tickets, maybe, if they had an extra outfit, you know, but not 5. Like, good goddamn. Good goddamn. And it says you can do this 30 times. Who in their fucking right mind does Cyberstep think has 31 Dark Musashi outfit fucking scrolls? Who in the fuck has 30 of those? Who in their right? How? How? What is your target demographic? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make all the fucking sense. Oh, it's gross. It's gross. It's gross. Many people, fuck. And they'll be like, oh, it's the person who keeps our lights on at night. But, like, fuck. I think they should do that. I think they should, like, I've been playing a lot of different games over the past month or so. Hey, Abad, how you doing? I've been playing a lot of games over the past few months. Like, I played Nier for a bit. I streamed that for a bit, then I just went and played it. Played and beat Nier. Now I just started up Final Fantasy 15. I've been playing the hell out of Fire Emblem Heroes. I'm actually doing really good in that. Like, I did a summoning video for it. Maybe you guys watch it. I don't know. But Fire Emblem Heroes is a free-to-play game that Onigiri could learn so much from. Like, there's so much transparency in that game. Like, here's some stuff that Fire Emblem Heroes does that if Onigiri did it would make the game so much better. Fire Emblem Heroes, what it does, the summoning mechanic, which is rolling essentially, costs real money, same thing. One thing it does is it shows you the drop rates for everything when you roll. So, like, do we know what the rate of getting a platinum is? No, it just fucking happens. Like, we don't know if it's a 1%, we don't know if it's a 2%, we don't know if it's a 3%. We don't know any of that stuff. There's no transparency. It's all assumptions. It says the regular Nyankoropon is not as good as the special Nyankoropon. It's an increased win rate. It says win rate up. What is that? Is that 2% instead of 1%? Is that 1% instead of 1.5%? Is that... We don't know what that is. Maybe it's not 50%. That's for damn sure. We just have the Yogg event. That's it. The shape-shifting weapon is just a skin. It doesn't actually change your weapon. It's not a weapon on its own. You just take a regular weapon and you put it on it and it changes it. Exactly. We don't know what the percent of a Vanguard is. We don't. But Fire Emblem does a transparency. They say, oh, there's a new banner, a new unit. It says, okay, if you want to get this one, you have to take, if you get one of this certain color, there's a 3% chance that you're going to get this guy. And then they have special ones where it's like, oh, it's a 5% chance. It's an 8% chance. And 8%, holy fuck, that's a lot. Like, that's a huge... If Vanguards were 8%, we'd have a fuck ton of Vanguards. You have no idea. But it's not. We don't have that transparency. And what Fire Emblem does is, for every ball you get that is not a 5-star or a platinum, you get a pity rate, and the actual drop rate of getting the platinum would increase by a certain percentage each time. And it's amazing. Like, if you don't get anything, eventually, if you don't get anything in a long enough chain, as your chain builds, you might get a 10% chance. And on that 10% chance, you could get like 5 stars because it's a 10% chance. That's huge as fuck. Like, it's crazy. Like, I play that game. I put very little into it at all. Just a little bit here and there. Not much, because they just have daily deals and stuff. Or monthly deals to get bonus stuff for cheap, which is awesome. And I have like probably 30 of these 5-star units. Like, I do really good for myself. Like, the RNG on that is way better than Onigiri. Like, and I think its biggest competitor, Fire Emblem's biggest competitor, was like Fate Go. Or it is Fate Go, because that's the other big hero summoning mobile game, free mobile game thing. And in Fate Go, they tell you the drop rate to get a 5-star unit is 1%. Just 1% all the time. So Fire Emblem sees that. What do? They say, oh, we're going to make ours 3%. Because fuck you. Doesn't cost them nothing. It wins them over more people. And they have new content every 3 to 4 weeks. And that's because it's Nintendo. Nintendo is just fucking amazing. So, you know. But if Onigiri had transparency, if Onigiri said, hey, you want to get this... this Shootin' Doji, then you gotta get, like, if you want to get this Shootin' Doji and he's in a unit of like Kirin, Venus, and Siegfried, and the game tells you that it's a 5% chance to get him, and then you look at it and it's like, oh, well, even if I get a platinum and it's a 5% chance, it's still 5% divided by 4. So it's like you're back down to like close to 1% anyway. Even if you get one, it's not the one you want. But yes, Lays, that's a good point. If you get... Does the Neon Coral Pond matter? It matters if you get fish eyes, but when you get double 7s, you should be guaranteed to be getting gold stuff. Exactly, not the blue shit. You're absolutely right. If you get double money, you should get at least, like, they can't do it so that if you get gold eyes, or if you get double 7s, you're guaranteed a platinum. But if you get gold eyes, double 7s, you should be guaranteed nothing less than gold. Nothing less. If you get money eyes, it should be nothing less than red. Like honestly. Yeah, double 7s is hair tickets, exactly. Exactly. It's fucking garbage. But yeah, like, it should actually matter. They should change it so that... Yeah. Oh, I've had it a bunch of times, Naraku. Hell, yes. Too many... I've taken pictures of getting all blues on a double 7. All the time. All greens, all blues. Fucking all the time. What was I gonna say? Trading should, if you trade, the OC you get should be able to be used on the paid gachapon, because it was paid OC at one point. It's completely without sense to make OC obtained through trading not paid OC, because it's fucking stupid. Like, I've rolled 5,000 OC on the normal gacha unit thing, and I got 1 Vanguard in 5,000 OC. 1! It was shit. Like, but yeah, like, make double 7s and stuff matter when you're rolling. Show us the percentages. Show us what it actually is to get stuff. And that might happen because of the UK laws that UK is doing. UK, in the UK, yeah, I rolled 5,000 OC. I got fucking nothing, man. Yeah, it was free to play OC. That's why, because it was traded OC. But in the UK, like, they hate loot boxes and stuff. And Onigiri in the UK was doing some stuff. Laws might make them make it transparent and say, okay, tell us what the drop rates are. Yeah. They said to wait. Well, yeah. That's just a fault on their point, on their part. I mean, you'll be able to use the premiums when the premium unit comes back, but it is still pretty faulty. Honestly, premium tickets should take out like outfits from premium units and just put units, like put outfits in regular units. Get outfits out of the premium units. Get every garbage thing that's not either a new Ogi or a platinum out of the premium unit. If I have a premium, read the description? Okay. You power leveled to 80? You can do golden weapon hunt on like hard, I think. You'll get some decent weapons. There's a premium right now? Is there? Yeah, I wouldn't want them to fuck up the summer event, that's for sure. I can go check. My throat is honestly getting sore. I'm gonna have to go get some water. I haven't had a drink water since like the first summer of Aurogiri. Oh my god. Please don't crash me. Oh my god, I was so scared. What are tickets? There it is. Non-core upon Sean Plaza, the lady rolls ticket. Please look forward to using this ticket in June. So they didn't actually change our tickets like they did on PC. They just said, please enjoy using this in June. Fuck. Well, it's June right now, so probably on June 29th. The update, we have no idea when it's coming, my dear. Because it was supposed to come in June. Or July. It was supposed to come in June. And this one's supposed to end on the 29th? Oh wait, we should know this one. You're right. I'm sorry. I get all the delays messed up because I have no idea when anything's happening. My dear. Yeah, I know. I know. My dear. I'll go to the shopping plaza and crash and see. Oh, there they are. Okay. Does it tell me when this goes away? Probably not. It doesn't. Time to go to the good old interneter. Onigiri, Giri, PS4. Yes. Onigiri. Onigiri, please don't crash. Holy fuck, it's crash. Even the website's laggy. Fuck. I'm shook. Another month better fucking not. I didn't even click on anything. It just took me something else. Skips Hound Dog. I mean, we've been skipping Hound Dog for 3 years. We've been skipping Hound Dog like druggies skip school. Like, update contents on 5:30. Woohoo! Okay. Woo! New Year's. Woo! Part 2. Yay! Does it say? Bullshit. They said 50 Ozru tickets could be exchanged. It's fucking wrong. The Nyan Koropon is available until 6/26, so the update should be coming June 27th. I'm gonna double check the calendar to see if that's a Tuesday or a Wednesday, because that's usually when they'd update. Yeah. So up until June 27th, that's when the new update should come. So probably June 28th, 26th, 27th, one of those 3 days. Yeah. Ooh, I've ranted so much my throat is dry. I also played Detroit too. I also played Detroit in the time being. That was pretty fun. I seem to have calmed down a bit, but I'm gonna get some water because my throat is drier than the Sahara Desert. Oh, good old water. That was pretty good. Beautiful. It's a lot of talking for 2 hours. Fuck. Oh. Okay, so we talked about the Vanguards. We talked about new skills. We talked about comparing it to other games. More things that would make the game more fun. If GMs actually came on and played with us, if just more transparency with the developers, if they brought back Ibaraki Doji's voice, that'd be fantastic. She doesn't talk anymore. If the game will allow me, I'm going to show you guys a thing. I haven't done anything, so the game shouldn't crash. But friggin' Ibaraki's voice has been, like, lost longer than, like, the Little Mermaids. Like, we haven't had that since, I don't know, God knows when. Like, the moon, maybe? I'm not sure. Show us a crash. Naughty Dog presents Crash Bandicoot. Blue screen. So I am going to good old Scalet. Hey, look at you, Scalet. Hey, you got an Onigiri coin. Cool. But on Scalet, I think Ibaraki still has her voice. Yahoo! Oh my god, it's been 3,000 years! It's been 3,000 years since I heard Yahoo! Yahoo! Yay! Yahoo! Frick, I haven't heard Ibaraki talk in forever. But Rose can talk to her. I think it just has to do with where she is in the story. Yeah. Hey Chris, they fixed Vanguard switch to where you're not likely to die while switching? I mean, it did suck when you did die while Vanguard swapping and then you got locked out of your controls. They should also fix the double res glitch where, like, if you get res while you're down, it brings up a dialogue box as you want to get up, yes or no, and then, or use friends revive, and then if you, like, say anything, and then, like, someone reses you again, you get the double res glitch, and then you're permanently fucked on the ground. I don't think they ever fixed that. They never fixed dying with your ring up, I don't think. Without a keyboard anyway. They did fix the triangle button to like do the blacklist and all that stuff. Clicking on stuff. Things they could fix. They should add more outfits, honestly. You should be able to trade outfits with other people. Like it's in the bazaars, but they don't let you do it because we're not JP for whatever reason. But if I get an outfit that I don't really like, but Eva likes it, and she has another outfit that I'd like, we should just be able to 1-for-1 trade outfit for outfit, regardless of like. Well, only if it depends on your gender, right? Like if you're both female, you're both male, you can do it, but you can't do it like between genders. You can't just like, I can't just give someone a suit, and I can't just give some guy a dress in exchange for a suit. It don't work that way. There's no room for the opies, no room for the dick. It don't work. But that'd be a cool feature if you could just trade clothes between people. More things they could add to make the game better. I think they should add a feature to where we talked about this once before with Take. Now she doesn't have Take on this character, but Take is Momotaro's little friend. He's the fox dude. And we're thinking, well, he should have a reason to be with us. And we thought, what if we gave him the ability to like be able to craft materials? So what you do is like you bring him a material, like let's say it's like let's say it's like a Dragonarch jewel, and you bring it to him and he says, if you break this down, I can learn how to make it, and I can tell you some materials I'll need to make another one. And like, yeah, they should do the equipment slots as well. Yep. Multiple equipment sets would be great. That's actually something they should do. It was an idea they started, but if they really set that up, that'd be awesome. Because then they'd really be able to play. You could go in and have a bow for long range, staff set for support, and then your main set for DPS. Like, that'd be awesome. That's basically what it would be. But there should be like a unit or a friend or an ally or whatever who you can bring him stuff. He breaks stuff down. You can break stuff down and learn how to make it. And he'd be like, hey, oh, you want to like make some heaven and earth dregs and you don't want to go farm elder because it's annoying? Oh, well, just bring me like some of this stuff and I'll make it for you. Like, I think that stuff would be really cool. As if there was like a material crafting station. You can just take other materials and turn them into other materials. That'd be awesome. Like, it would be a fantastic thing. Like, even if it was, like, for a Lunar Spirit Seal, bring me the 5 moon rewards and I'll make you one. Sure, go for it. Like, bring me Moon Dew, Wandering Spirit, Globe, Elixir, and, I think that's it. But those 4 things, and I'll make you a Lunar Spirit Seal. Like, that'd be great. But, I think that'd be a great feature. Me and Eva talked about that before. What else? They should probably add like stances to the game. Sort of like how... Yeah, more areas with... Warding should be accessible in every town because Onigashima gets fucked up. Onigashima gets fucked up. Like, you should be able to access... Chifuri should be everywhere. You should be able to access stuff from the Rift. I mean, probably not the Rift because that'd be too cluttered. But you should be able to do a setting to set preferred channels. So if you want to always load in on channel 3 or 2 more often than 1, do that. Like, let all the noobs who don't know congregate on channel 1. And let people who do know, like, congregate on channel 2 and 3. Like, do that. But they should put wardings like on the moon. Every town, every major city should have a wardings portal. It should exist. Yes, please do that. Do that. Absolutely. What else could they do? Like, yeah, skins, aura skins. That'd be really cool. Like if you could get like the Nadir aura and you could put it on your Elsin or something like that. You mean like they did make weapon skins, but aura skins would be nice. Because I would take like I would get like a Nova skin and put that on the. I would get a Nova skin and put that on the Supreme. You know, like that would be really cool. They should also add like true accessories because right now, like it's one of the biggest things wrong with the game. This is just something not wrong with the game, but something wrong with games in general for me is I don't like it when aesthetics are tied to your stats. Like I think that's horrible when like there's certain clothes that's better than others for defense and stuff, like, and then even in certain MMOs, like you can set your appearance to be whatever you want, like so long as you've unlocked like a certain armor, you can have your appearance look like that armor, but you can actually like have the stats of one weapon but the appearance of another. Like I think DC Online did that and it was a fantastic system. They did that for weapons as well, but in Onigiri I don't think it's that good of an idea, like just because weapons are really important. But having individual weapon skins is fine. But I wouldn't be okay with like, oh, I have a Supreme, but it looks like a Nova because I love the Nova. Like I think that'd be detrimental. But yeah, I think emotes could work. Like I mean, we do have the keyboard and they do have emotes on it, but console players don't really have much of an access to them. Honestly, for emotes, all they should really do is you bring up your little like text chat and you'd put like / and you just go like dance, and it should do like a dance emote for you. Like that should be a thing. Like that's all it should really be. Like do like console command emotes. That's all they'd really need. But what I was saying earlier with stances is like right now I'm holding a sword at my side. Earlier in the game, like you could hold a sword in front of your chest, like it was a different stance. Or there should be one where the sword is like sheathed for you, like how Kenshin is. Like your sword should be on your side. Like they should have different stances for different weapon types so that everyone doesn't look the same. Like it's like, oh, this person has their spear held not in their hand when they walk, or like they hold their spear's on their back, or their spear is like held underhanded or overhanded or something like that. Like there should be stances. Like you know, like let's say you're a staff or spear user, you can do like an over the shoulder thing like a monk or whatever. Like that guy in DXD, Sun Wukong, he always has his spear behind his neck and he's got his arms up and he's just chilling with it. Like they should have different stances like that, just for a cosmetic difference. Like I'd love to get those in the red unit. It's like, oh, I got a spear stance. Oh, or it wouldn't even have to be weapon specific stances either. Just like, oh, my character stands like this. My character stands like this. Like it'd be awesome. But part with the aesthetic thing, like right now our accessories are more like they're more like an extra Magatama. Like accessories are supposed to be like aesthetic things, but now our aesthetics are tied to our appearance. There should be a secondary slot where you can just put like accessories that you want visible. So maybe you do want your dolls on your shoulders to be visible. That's what your thing is. But there should just be like the accessory slot, and then there should be the visible accessory slot, so that you can have the effects of your accessories on your shoulders, but you at the same time you can also wear the witch hat from Halloween, or you should be able to put on like the wing accessory they had from another thing. You missed the beginning, Elam. I'm on my alt just because I wanted to show you guys that Ibaraki still has a voice. I was on Oro earlier, but it's not to prevent the blue screen. I wish it was that easy, but it's just that on Rose, I can show people that Ibaraki still has a voice. It's just lost due to bad programming. Like if I talk to Ibaraki, she's gonna give me the good old Yahoo. Yahoo. Haven't heard that in years. Yeah. Yeah, so accessory slots. I think you should be able to. Oh, fucking. Here we go. Here's some big ones. Reroll ornamentations. Make people buy an item that lets you whitewash a mag so you can reroll ornaments on it. Fuck, hell yeah. Be able to, like, put a little Magatama into a weapon. Like, weapons should have a little mag slot, and you should be able to, like, ornament that mag with, like, special weapon ornamentations. And it's like, but they're guaranteed, like, it's sort of like the new ornamentations, like, oh, this ornamentation will give you extra crit, or extra attack, or, like, 2% damage or something. Some little ornamentation you could do on your weapon, like attack speed, or something like that. Or there should just be, like, collectible Magatamas that, like, you find them in game and they're always random what you get on them. Sort of like the battle chips in Nier, where you find all these things and they have a special effect. And some of them are good, some of them have a better effect than others, some of them are whatever. And, like, you should be able to, like let's say you find, like, a marble. Like, they should do that with the marbles. Like, marbles should be randomized. And it's like, oh, I got a purple marble with, like, 10 lightning on it. I'm gonna put it in my El Sin for 10 extra lightning. Or I found a little crit marble that gives 5 crit. I'm gonna put that in my weapon for 5 crit. And then it's only on that specific weapon. And you can never have two, and you put them into your weapons, and, like, they wouldn't have to be ornamentations. Just make them random, and you find them, and it's like a little sigil. We'll call them sigils. And you just put them in your weapon, and they give a little bonus effect. And they're all random, how you find them. And it gives you an incentive to play, because all enemies can drop them. They're basically like friendship items, but, like, with 1/10 the drop rate of friendship items, let's say. And it's just like, and you put them on a certain weapon. What if it's a smelting option? I think that's bad. I'd rather have something that I can farm and play, and you pick it up and it's like, oh, I got a good one. Like, that'd be so great. Hey, Sour Grapes, you can't believe you just now got told I was live? Really? I've been up for 2 hours. That's crazy, dude. But they should have something like that. Well, you only put one marble in. Like, imagine you have earrings, right? Like, let's pretend that your weapon, like, let's make them like little weapon, like, you know how Kaguya has the little keychains on her sword? Like, let's pretend that these are all little keychains. You can only have one on it, and you put it on, and it enhances that weapon specifically. So, like, oh, you found a thunder keychain. It's going to add 10 lightning to your sword. You put it on this sword? Yes. You found a fire keychain. You put that on your Nova. It does more fire damage. And then there's rarer ones, and it's like, oh, you found one that gives you, like, extra, like the Dragon Arc effect, or, like, crazy ass shit like that. Like, just little things. Needs more? Well, I think it's a start. Maybe you can fuse them together, ornament them, like, basically just a special mag for your weapons. Like, that's what I'd want to see. Just something to make weapons different, to give them that little boost. If they announce patches and stuff more than, like, a few hours before, that'd be good too, yeah. If they actually had a schedule, Fire Emblem has a schedule. I know what's coming out on the 16th in Fire Emblem. I know what's coming out on the 28th in Fire Emblem. I know what's coming out July 13th in Fire Emblem. Like, they give us a schedule. Here's everything that's going to happen. They say it can change, but at least it gives us a fucking heads up. Like, that'd be so good too. But I'd love to see more customization like that. You just started a new character yesterday, and because of this 300% EXP boost, till 99, I'm still 68. And you're just getting to Odin? Wow. You're getting it. New hairstyles would be nice too. New hair, new clothes. Let us, like, save hair colors. Like, let us, like, do what they want to do with weapon sets, but with outfit sets. Like, do the outfit sets, and have the outfit sets have specific hair too. So if I want to change Oro to, like, regular blue Oro, I could do it just by clicking on that set. Or if I want her to be like the red orange hair Oro, I can do that. Or the purple haired one, or that outfit. Like I can dress to impress. Like just change it on the fly. Have some sets. That'd be awesome. Yeah, one of them I had said was just give us one of every Vanguard. Literally do it. If you want more of that Vanguard, you roll for it. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. You know. Like it's sort of like you give everyone a sample, and then if you want more, you go buy the actual product. That I'm a big fan of that kind of programming, that kind of approach. I think that'd be amazing. Wait, who said there was maintenance tonight? Why would there be maintenance on a Sunday night? Okay. Oh, it's EU? Okay, cool. The problem with rolling is that it's too... yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a lot. It's way too much. And it's costly. Honestly, the biggest fucking slap to the face I ever have is when I think to myself, it's $16 to 5 roll. Like, fuck. Like... It's not even that. Like it's $16 a 5 roll. It's like it's $32 for 2. You put $50 in the game, you get 3 5 rolls. You're done. You know what $50 gets me? It gets me the whole fucking Nier experience. You know what $50 gets me? It gets me Final Fantasy 15. $50 gets me like 5 pizzas throughout the week. Like it's a lot. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. Another cool thing would be like Star Crystal, but for the partners? What do you mean by that? Oh, a Star Fragment? A gacha? I mean, okay. I'd be down for that. I'd be down for that, Grapes. That's actually really cool. I would be down for... I would be down for a dungeon you can only run once a day, and you run it, and it's like the experience dungeon thing, but you get torn tickets. I'd be down for that. Oh, yeah. If you could use your like repair and stuff out in the field, that'd be cool. But if you could do it in dungeon, that would defeat the whole purpose of durability. But I know what you mean. Lucky Box dungeon be cool too, yeah. Well, the thing is, if it's energy, then let me tell you right now, my friend. If it was $3 to get... Now, how many gacha tickets are we getting? Like, how many torn pieces are we getting? If it takes 5 to make a ticket, right? Let's say it's exactly like the Hell Experience Dungeon. You walk out of... And you double drop the fuck out of that, right? So you're walking out of that with like 50 to 80 tickets a run. That's 5 to 8... No. That's like 16 gachas right there if you drop boosted and did all that stuff, right? That's anywhere from 10 to 16 gacha tickets. Let's just say. So... if all that did was cost energy, and I get that many tickets, and it's only gonna cost me $3 worth of energy to restore and do it again, you're better off just restoring and running the fuck out of that dungeon than you are putting money into the game. Now, obviously, it could be different if they implemented it. It might be you get 3 gotcha tickets for running it, but even then, I don't know. But it'd be really cool. Like, I'd be down if it was like that. Yeah, they could. But then let's say it's just 5 gotcha tickets a run. So if you did 5 gotcha tickets a run, and it costs 100 energy, let's say. So, okay. But, like a 5 roll for a run. That'd be great, honestly. It'd be amazing. There's some drama going on over there. But it'd be cool. I think Lucky Box Dungeon would be great. Random, there you go, my boy. That's a solution right there. You come out of it with either 3, 5, or 8 tickets a run. And it's reward based. I mean, it's not like you're gonna die, but, or not even. You come up with like 3 to 5 tickets a run and it's a reward. I'd be down with that. And there's a rare chance you get an SP ticket. Fuck it. I'd be down with that. Rewards make it good. Hell yeah. There should be achievements for gacha tickets, to be honest. There should be like some of the achievements should just be for gacha tickets. Yeah. For sure. And Lucky Box one would be fun too. I think Lucky Boxes should have a rare chance of giving you like 10 free OC. Like, I'd be down with that. Or even 40 free OC. OC dungeon. Because 40 OC is a roll. I'll be down with that. OC dungeon. Run it on weekends. Do I play on PC? No, I don't. Just PS4. Yeah, they definitely need to update Lucky Boxes. Like, that'd be interesting. I just think all traded OC, like anything you get from bazaars should be paid OC because somebody paid for it. Just because, like, imagine, I did this before, but okay, so imagine I have 20 like coins and they're paid coins, and I go to you and say, hey, I like your sword, I'll give you 5 coins for that sword. Sure. And then I put those coins in your hand, and now suddenly those coins are somehow no longer paid coins. It makes no sense. There's the Odachi Nadur. Nadur. Like, it makes no sense. Like, it's not even a tax, it's a conversion. Yeah, it's been paid it's really gay. Absolutely. Nadur. That guy in the chat, Waffle Time is just like 3-way, Jerry. And he's like, what the fuck? Hell no, I'm not gay. Cock is looking like the roof. This is great. Cool. Another thing they should do is they should make older weapons get an upgrade. Like they should make like new gargoyles. Like we had Oni mode, but like make like an upgraded Nova, Infernal, like Nova, Rhyme, and Storm, like 125 versions or 126 versions. They're just like 80 of each element. You put a little bit of durability bullshit on them. You make them better. You sacrifice the 115 to make them. They should do that. There should literally be a Nadir too. Like if you have Nadir, you should just like be able to go to like a super legendary smith and like make the Nadir become a 130 weapon by like fusing it with like a spirit seal or something. I don't know. Just do it. Like if your 130 increases or something like that. I'd be down with that. Yeah, there should be more stuff in the Lucky Box pool for sure. Level cap, that's another thing. But I think if they do a level cap, another level cap thing, they should if they do another level cap, they should it shouldn't be the same experience as before. Like it 131 should not be another 200 billion experience or whatever. Like wait, we're in the billions of experience, right? Yeah, we are. Fuck. Yeah. Like it shouldn't be another 200 billion experience. Like 131 should be like it shouldn't be the same experience dungeon. It should be a better one where you literally every ticket is a billion. If every ticket was a billion, I'd be down for it. Let's go. Probably wouldn't, but friggin' EU has 130 players. European server, JP has 130s. Like, yeah, experience dungeon Oni mode, that'd be cool. You have to be 130 to enter, and every ticket's like a billion. That'd be cool. But honestly, EXP dungeon is dumb. Like, it's cool that it's there, but if we turn back the clock and this game had no other way to get experience other than the experience dungeon, it'd be shitty. It'd be boring as fuck. It'd be boring as fuck. The EXP dungeon's only good because it was better than what we had before. Like, yeah. Yeah, I remember when 100 was a big deal. Like, I'd be down for, like, if there was just... They should just... All the new dungeons should just give you a fuck ton of experience. Like, I should be able to make 100 billion experience on, like, a 400% boost in an hour. Like, that'd be fun. Remember what I said today in the voice chat? I remember some of it. Oh, yeah, exactly. I remember now, yeah. Yeah. You're like, these fucking 130s. These fucking 130s, they don't know the struggle. These OP people. But, like, EXP dungeon in a whole, like, as a whole, is like, yeah, it's the best way to do something, but you're not, like, grinding. Now, there's so much controversy to what I'm saying, because someone will say, like, well, if you want something to do, then why didn't you just level up in Arcane's herder? And it's like, well, you could have done it, but you didn't want to. Like, you know, but it's just because it costs less. But, like, I don't know. I think things have escalated to a point in Onigiri where it's too high. Like it's just, it's too ridiculous. Oh, I don't know that game. I would like it if they added, like, let's say 125 plus mode, and it just makes every dungeon in the game have a 125 version of it, and they're all like harder, and they actually give good experience and good money, and it's like a challenge. Like if, like in Borderlands, they had badass mode where it was like new game plus, basically new game plus without a need for new game plus in Onigiri would be great. If every dungeon just got a mode underneath Oni mode, just called 125 plus mode, you must be 125 to play it, and the dungeon is like 130 enemies, and it's fucking hard, and you need a team, and everything is good. Like, you can call it raid mode if you want, but I'd be so down for that. When am I going to quit this game? Really, it's never going to... It's something that's just going to happen. Like, it's just like how you stop playing every other game as well. Like, you just start playing other things. You just start doing other stuff, and it just fades away. But it's basically just... When I would quit doing this is just... Like, quit the game in general is just when it's 100% boring. But... Yeah, Chris, I think... I've always wanted them to add the Land of Lasting Night. Like, in the story. Like, they should add more story. They haven't added story in fucking forever. We've been at Kyoto Skies forever. We've been in a hell of update or event after event after event after event, and no story, no content's being added. Like, that's adding to the boredom as well. Yeah, it is. It is. Like, the general pace of Onigiri these days, I'll tell you right now, like straight up, the general pace of Onigiri right now is a new update comes out in a month if it's not been delayed. You play the update for about a week and 3 days. You have everything you need. You only log in to get like achievements and shit, and then you log off, and then you don't touch it for 2 weeks, and then a new update comes. You play the new update for a week, another week, and then you leave, and then you come back, and then something comes, and then it's always a new Vanguard that you pay for, and you put in $200, you roll, it's exciting, you get stuff, you don't get stuff, you either love the game, you hate the game, and then another month comes by, and the same thing happens, and the same thing happens, and that's what it looks like if there's no story added. There's no new skills, there's no nothing. We never get Kyoto Skies. Like, we'll get Kyoto Skies eventually when they stop giving us events. We actually get to go do the androids. But that is the general pacing, the honest truth of what the game is starting to become. Is there is no story focus. It is you log in for 2 weeks, a new event, you play it. Either you can't do the event because you don't have the Vanguard, or it's too hard, or there's nothing worth it. Then you leave, and it just repeats and repeats and repeats. And this update, this last update, was so good that it was bad. I'm gonna tell you right now. Yogg event was so good that it was bad, for one reason. Like, the Gawain's treasure chest was so good that it gave us so much stuff. And I'm not saying you shouldn't get stuff, because you should get stuff, but Gawain's treasure chest gave us so many fallen crosses, so many things, so much stuff, that the stuff that she didn't give us is the only stuff we need. And I said stuff so many times, I apologize, but like, the only drop that I really need is stuff from Eldritch and Lunar Spirit Seals. Like, Lunar Spirit Seals, like, the only drop that I need, because it was not given to me in the tens of dozens of 20s of stuff. Because of like trading between alts, I'm able to. I did Gawain's treasure chest on all my alts, and I got all their stuff like 6 times over. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, it's a great thing. But like, that's why they need to put new bosses in the game. Like, if they make all these old stuff easy to get, they have to make new stuff to take its place. Like, when we got recipe reduction, all the old stuff got easier. But if they don't put new stuff in, then everything's easy, and you've beaten the game in a week. You're guessing fuse recipes prices will spike? They will, because no one's running them. I have 200 blueprints. The only time I run Benkei Factory is if I need a firefly or a rabbit or a scorpion or something to make a fuse to sell someone. Like, a couple weeks ago, me and Eva were doing that. We were running for fireflies. Or not fireflies, we're running for fireflies or spiders, whatever it was. I think it's firefly. I don't even know what they're called. Firefly, yeah. We're running for fireflies. Nubatamas, yeah, moon mags. Moon mags, that's right. Basically, like, mags to make fuses and stuff. We're running, and on my second run, I got a sword fuse recipe. And I literally just sold it to Eva because she didn't have it. Like, but because no one's running for blueprints, no one's running for Wandering Spirit, no one's running for, I guess maybe globes, but globes have been given out enough. But since no one's really running for those moon rewards, there's less and less fuse recipes in the market. Like, there's less and less happening. No one's getting them, so they become rarer and rarer and rarer. Like, it's a thing. Am I starting to stream again? A bit. I was just going through a rant of stuff that needs to happen in this game. I like streaming. I do. I really do. But yeah, like you know what I mean, Setsuno? Like, if there's no demand, if it's not getting brought, like, if things aren't being found, things aren't being farmed, and the market stagnates. Like, I'm on Rose right now, so I can't look at anything. You have to go? Oh, you have to thank me. Okay, you're very welcome, Sour. I thought you said, by the way, I have to go, but you're welcome. But what are you thanking me for? I need more water. You said I have the Sky Tempest recipe? Oh, I did make a lot of videos, that's right. I don't have the Sky Rending Tempest recipe. I have the recipe turned in. I can sell people a Sky Tempest, but I don't have extra recipes. Yeah, Zunko is pretty crazy. I looked at her skills and stuff. They're pretty OP. Oh, you're very welcome, Grapes. I'm glad. You decided to make the Odachi Spark? Do I have a recipe? No, I don't have any. I don't think I have any Tiamat recipes left. Like, when we got trading, I sold every, like, Tiamat recipe that I could. I didn't have any sparks at all. Like, I had maybe, like, a couple white flashes, and that was it. If you get the materials... The thing about the materials is made a stat falling star? Cool. Cool, cool. Um, like Karma, I do it so long as you pay for like all the taxes of trading stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna cost like 38 OC to transfer over all the marbles and stuff. Like all the earth and marbles. So like if we counted up all the cost of transferring stuff, if you covered the trading tax fees, then I'd do it for you. Otherwise, it's so much of a loss of trading materials that, like, because you'd have to trade over the 3 mags alone is like 150, and then the marbles is 38, and then all the teas are like a lot. Like all those things are a lot. Like you'd have to pay for the, like it's weird. Like you'd have to pay the cost of the material transfer. If there was like no tax and stuff, I'd do it for you for sure. But because that's how it is, I can't just. I'd lose so much. Like when I made the L, I did that for. No, marbles aren't that hard. It's just I can't craft it if I don't have those things. Like if he wants to farm up all the stuff and he still wants to give it to me, I can't really like I still have to take everything. Like there was a time when I took Jinx wanted me to yeah like that's what it is. Like Jinx wanted me to make his Alcyn for him because he couldn't get the recipe, and I had it, and he transferred me over all the stuff, and I'm pretty sure like I had a deficit. I lost like maybe 100 or 200 OC doing it because I didn't really calculate all the expenses of trading, especially when weapons are smelted up and stuff. So it was like doing that, like making stuff for people when it costs expensive materials, there's a huge like encumbrance on the person who's making the stuff. Even if you give him everything, it still costs him. You tired of running the Spire? I'll tell you though, I didn't get my recipe to drop. Like I farmed up the 4,000 metals and did it that way. I don't know how close you are with metals, but I highly recommend doing that. That's for sure. Yeah. That's for sure. So many new 127s. Sonja de Nickel. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, the tax is killer. Like right now we still have the bazaar thing where you can stack items, so like all the horn sculptures would be like still 38 for 50. But I don't know, man. Yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean. Like, it's a good idea, but it's just, it doesn't work. Like, Karma, how much would you pay to get a Skyrending Tempest? Because, like, I don't know. Like, I have a Skyrending Tempest. Like, I'd sell it. Like, they're expensive. Like, when I sell them expensive because I know what goes into them. But I'd sell it to you for 2,000 OC if you wanted it. But I don't know if you want to pay that much for that. Or I'd help you farm the mats tomorrow if he's willing to buy. Yeah, that's true too. I mean, that's a true aspect. I'm not saying that. I'm saying thank you. I don't know why I said that. It's probably because I've been talking for 2.5 hours, but that's true. Yeah. Like when I said that, it sounded like, oh yeah, yeah, I can get you to help. It's like that's not how it is, but uh, I'm glad you lolled because I'm like, I'm actually getting tired. I haven't been this tired at night because I don't do much. So I actually go to bed and I'm not tired, but my eyes are actually tired. Like all this talking and stuff, like my jaw is like, "Arr, my dear, my dear, thank you, my dear." My mom hates that. Like if someone ever calls her my dear, she looks at them. She's like, "Do I look like I have fur? Why am I a deer? The fuck?" My mom gets mad at that. She always did. Sure, man. Sure. So what do you do when you have everything? What do you do when you have everything? You wait for something. Like on one hand, I want to try and like I can't go over to Oro because I'll crash. But right now I have like 5 Skyrending fused and attacks and like 4 Attack Star fused and like I have fused for every class that I try to sell. Like I just try to make fuse and sell them. That's what I do. And I'm just trying to save up for the next big thing to roll for. Or the next big thing to run with energy restores. That's what I do. Um, I have a Spear Tempest and a Sword Tempest that I'm trying to sell. Like, I just make and sell stuff. Like, but that I really stopped doing it after I hit 130. Because I'm like, I raised up to like the 11,000 OC and it's just like gone. Like, and I haven't gone past 1,000 since. But that's what I do is I just play the market, but people don't bite anymore. Like my stall's not up all the time. I probably should just like have it up all the time. But oh, Usugi will carry you through the game. Hell yeah. But lately I've just been playing like I played Nier and I played Detroit and um I played Nier, I played Detroit, and I'm playing Final Fantasy right now. I'm just playing other stuff. Like 15. You want to buy my Tempest for 1,000 OC? Is that worth it? I'm not sure how I feel about 1,000 OC. Because whenever I think about it, a Tempest is 3 fuse combined plus a bunch of drops. And generally, like I could sell a Sky Fuse, a Spear Fuse, and a Staff and a Wand Fused for like 400 each and make 1,000 OC. And that's not going to cover all the drops. As much as I appreciate your offer, the price is not right for me. You'd buy it 1 OC? Sorry, ma'am. It's a minimum of 55. I'm gonna have to decline. It's a good deal. Sorry, my dear. I figured you'd say that. Negative OC? If it turns into 9999999 OC. Oh, hi, Lily. Yeah, these are the cute, like, the first angel outfit from long ago. Yeah, the weapon dungeon is trash, you're damn right. Murazame Maruzanda. That gives 4,000 attack. Oh shit, that's crazy. Yeah. Well, that's what he's saying. Ugh. Yeah. Like, it hasn't come back, like, since then. Yeah. For sure. Like, right now, I have the... What do you mean, and to farm the recipe? Are you asking how much you'd have to pay me to farm the recipe? I don't even know what I'd sell a Tempest recipe for. I don't even know. A month's salary. Well, $200 should not be a month's salary, but that's like 4 days salary. A Tempest recipe itself, if I had to farm it, like if I just had one on hand, if I had to sell it, I'm not sure what they would go for, but I would probably sell them for like 500. Like, I've never sold a Tempest recipe, but I feel like I would sell it for 500. We'll see. Zeniths are 4,000. Hi, William. Could I help you with the event when I have time? Maybe. Yeah. It's around the same price range for sure. Yeah, that makes sense, Anime Land. Like, the thing about PC and PS4 is their markets are definitely different. Because PCs always have trading, so there's like more of an establishment to it. But on PS4, like, our trading got hella crazy right away. Like, it all comes down to supply and demand too. Like, if a lot of people are selling that recipe, then you can't overcharge for it. Like, if everyone had Tempest to sell and everyone had Tempest up for 500, then somebody's going to undercut somebody else. Like, somebody's going to have one at 400, somebody's going to take that loss so they can make the sale. Good night, Eva. Sleep tight. Love ya. Thanks for staying. You stayed up really long. This is a PS4, Lily. This is PS4. You got 4,000 kills of Wara and no Ronin? Shit. How are you counting it? Damn. You tried to explain that like 3 times? You tried to explain what? Like, how the free market works? Would I rather be a developer or a tester? I'd rather be a developer because then it's my ideas. I wouldn't actually do the coding, but I'd be in charge of like creative development and like the actual like story and lore of the game. I'd rather be on that side of the thing. Because being a tester is not glorified. It's literally go jump in a corner for 3 years, like 2 hours and make sure you can't fall through the ground. That's like being a tester. Yeah. Like, you know, the PC market is different than the PS4 market, and the PS4 market is different than the Xbox market, and the JP market is different than the other market, and so on and so forth. So, absolutely. Watch out for Zunko event in some months, you guys. You'll be able to farm for 100 Zonda tickets and do dailies for them. But it's a scam? Oh. Yeah, exactly. It all comes down to supply and demand. If no one's farming a certain, like if no one's selling fused and you have all the fuse, then you have a monopoly of fuse. You can charge what you want. It's up to the consumer to determine what they want to pay. For sure. I mean, the rates for this game are just too low anyway. I'm really hoping like the stuff going on in Europe, like for gaming laws, are gonna make it so that Cyberstep has to show us the rates for stuff. That'd be great. $200, that's a lot of fucking tickets. The DC is gonna be the end of me? What DC? Hey, unknown ponage. How you doing? They did before, but it was removed. They did what before? They showed like the like how much the rates was? What were they? Fuck. Show me that 1%. Oh, really? What were they? Were they 1%? Like, I don't know. What's the Vanguard's rate? What is it? Do you know? Do you know? Like, even if it's not right now, like, what were they? I don't know what it is. All I know is that I get something every 50 bucks. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. I haven't been on that much either. I'm now looking at a wall. This is great. I mean, even if printer data mined it long ago, right? Like, even if they did, the game is still changed. It's been years. I doubt printer's still doing stuff. I'm not sure. I'm not fluent in PC wiki culture. But, like, they've obviously changed stuff since then. I should try ABP Reloaded. I don't even know what that is. I never heard of it before. Yeah, I figured as such. Um, but you know what? I've never Google searched this. Let's go. What is the platinum rate in onigiri? Maybe platinum rate is the wrong thing. Neon Koropan. Oh my god, I found my own videos on YouTube. This is beautiful. I don't see shit. I don't see shit at all. Oh, okay. Rates for non-paid Nian could be as low as 2%. Yeah, they could. It fucking feels like it. When people receive free stuff and still complain. All the time. I mean, you know, there's a difference between free stuff and getting free stuff you want. Like, if I go to your house and I just dump all my garbage on your lawn for free, you're gonna be like, hey, get that shit off my lawn. I'll be like, hey man, that's free stuff. Take it, man. I'm not charging you. Like, it's all about perspective. Who dis? Hello. Hi, Willie. It's free real estate. Willie sent me a friend. No, they're not. They cost like flowers and a nice dinner. Is it little accept or big accept? Accept. I assume so. Man, I can't believe it's a 3-hour stream. Those don't really exist, but because I didn't do anything, it's a 3-hour stream. But guys, my throat is getting a bit sore. I'm probably gonna go to bed pretty soon. It's like 1 a.m. and I'm a bit tired. I'm getting a bit almost like heartburn on my throat. See you, Lily. Thanks for stopping by. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little like rant video. It'll be someone's gonna wake up tomorrow and they'll be like, "Oh my God, Oro made a new video. It's 3 hours of ranting. Fuck yes." You're the reason I came back to this game? Well, thank you very much. Keep talking to us? Nah. Nah. I'm gonna watch it to see the 2 hours YouTube maybe miss. Thanks, man. But my throat. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for that thing to hit the 3-hour mark. And I'm gonna change character. We'll see if we crash. That's gonna decide it. No Aurogiri stream is complete without going to character selection and crashing. Oof. We're making it farther than I thought. No, you see that load screen, how it blinks like that, and it's hopeless and nothing happens? That's a crash. Wait. How do you get Zonko Ogis? How do you get the Zonko shit? Because I saw that stuff. How do you get it? You've caught my attention, and I will stay for like until I get this answer. But if you don't tell me, then I'll still leave. How do we get Zonko Ogis? Okay. Fuck. Ogis of a... Fuck. They're spirit seals? These are fuse bears? Fuck. So they're fuse bears, okay. Well, thank you very much. Because I know Eva wanted to know that, so I'll keep that in mind. Alright. Thanks for that. 15 energy? Whatever. That's not bad. I've seen worse. I've seen Blitz Tiamat. Yeah, I saw 6 and 7 on a video. Whoa, fuck. That sounds crazy. Alrighty guys, it's been a pleasure. I'm gonna go monetize this video and put ads on it, and then I'm gonna go to bed. You've been a great audience, and hopefully we'll see some better things in Onigiri in the months and updates to come.